All right, people, welcome. Welcome back to another show on the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club channel. Tigat Wagwan.
Wagwan, my boss.
You,
Wagwan.
you know,
Wagwan, you
say
see?
if you're looking at it in the background of the studio, you see
Yeah.
the original Tigat, you pirate the man name, Just wait till me bring him on. Just wait till me bring him on. Because you pirate the man name, You
Boy.
pirate the man name. So bring him on. Our guest is backstage. I'm not gonna keep him waiting for too long, So what go on, Tigat? I know it was like a busy last couple of days for you.
Definitely.
A
Yes,
busy
it
last
was.
couple of days for you, man.
It was. And also busy, but also I would say successful for our channel, the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters club. I want to say massive respect to those who came out and watch it online and support by hitting that share and like button. Massive respect. You understand how you guys continue do so. We are 1,000 away from being, that in that exclusive club. You understand? So please, tonight we want to reach that exclusive club tonight. Tonight, we want to reach that exclusive club. So please hit that like button, hit that share. We have a hot one tonight. We have a hot one tonight. Also, big respect to Belly Food Restaurant, Kemar, for entertaining us. Big respect to Rebel T for also entertaining us to have that wonderful watch along. It was a success. You understand? Although the glitching for the first one, but the second one, the JFF did make amends, you understand, and the glitching wasn't all that bad. It was good. So big respect to the JFF to match
Yeah,
up.
yeah, we want to big up the crew. We had some issues in the first game with the streaming, and they went to them, and they sorted out those issues, and also the people in Jamaica were able to watch without too much hassle of trying to get a VPN and everything. So much improved. Big up the JFF Live and the crew, who is, trying to do their thing on the ground. So big them up. Big up the people in Original Dancehall Thursday as well for the
Definitely.
efforts made. Um, so yeah, we I know it was a busy last couple of days. Talawa, big up yourself, Talawa. You showed me but my phone me I use to do the thing, so I couldn't get free what you asked me to do, but I can sort that out afterwards.
definitely,
Um,
definitely.
but how was it though? You were on the ground. You were
Yes.
on the ground. You were on the ground for both nights. How was it on the ground in terms of firstly the game, how people were watching the game? How was it? How did the people take the game too? You were there, to do a broadcast. How was it for you? I don't know if it was your first live broadcast in a venue. Going live, I know you normally do pre-recordings. How was it doing it live, and how was the vibe overall?
All right. So I do watch along service, but I do watch along service in the comfort of my home. So to go out on a venue and where people is and the excitement and stuff, that was very new. You understand? That was like going into a new land. So it was good. The vibe was good. You understand? Everybody came out. First game, second game. You understand? As I said, shout out to Belly Food Restaurant. It was good. They provided me with everything that I needed in terms of lighting and electricity and stuff like that. Everything they provide everything, water and stuff like that, food. Big up Kemar. So it was good. The atmosphere was good. You understand? And the people came in. They support on both games. You understand? And the second game, as you know, it was a clash with the Super Bowl. So we have a mixed crowd. You understand? People upstairs watching the game and also having their eyes on the TV with the Super Bowl. So it was good overall. It was good. Experience was new. You understand? But it was very good. It was a very good experience.
Blessing. And the games were, okay overall. But tonight, people, I brought in a special guest
Yeah.
just to break down the games that we saw. Um, we have former national player, the original T-Bongo Davis. We have a pirate on the stream, and we're going to make T-Got deal with him when we deal with him. But we have former national player T-Bongo Davis joining us tonight on the panel. Just to tell us what he saw over the game that was played in Montego Bay, and give his views. And we'll probably have a little chit chat with him. T-Got, how you feeling?
Which one then?
Hey, wait.
That is good. That is good. Tiga don't feel no way now because these people are calling themselves Messi. So if somebody calls them Tiga, it is a pleasure.
Yeah,
You see?
Ah!
definitely. Definitely.
That means I was doing something good, you know.
You're definitely
You
doing
know, I
something
like
great.
it. But, yeah, man. But me like start with my thing. I was the thing what I always said before, you know. Because sometimes when I say it last, I don't think the registration or the TV system them make it play. Because we have a beautiful country in Jamaica, and you know it's smashing up. So let's say, you know, crime and violence must stop. And I continue preaching the crime and violence. If we don't stop the crime and violence, we won't get these athletes what we need to play the football or the tracks or even netball, whatever.
All right, so you hear it from T got
Definitely.
Bongo Davis, the crime and violence must stop. And it's important, as you said, you'd normally say it, but you want to say it upfront this time because you want the message to go out. The crime and
Yeah,
violence
man.
must stop. And we see all the things that are happening on the island. Go ahead, T got Davis.
I tell you right now, because we need to build back the West. You know, I mean, if we just jump in the game, because I tell you something. For and foremost, it was nice seeing the supporter coming out. The stadium was beautiful.
Yeah.
People come out to see a game. And this is what the West was always about. Because, we love the football in the West. And when you see the crowd came overnight to support the boys, it was good. So I said the JFF and whoever said they have to build back the West. Because they can make so much money down here. Because I tell you, say, there's no parish in Jamaica. Love football like we don't have. We love
Yeah.
it. Come like we You understand? And when football play in the West Montego Bay and Westmoreland, we have the arenas and people
The
all
vibe
will
is
go.
just different down there. The passion and the vibe,
Yeah,
I
man.
think, is like just different when it's down in the West.
Yeah, man. When the Russians and the Cornwalls, you can tell from football to Premier League, it's something different, totally different. So to see the crowd come out the other night, man, it was beautiful. Even the town people, they were surprised because they were looking for this. But I'm saying maybe because you guys are new, you don't know the West.
And what
But it
about
was
the
it was like
atmosphere that was there in the stadium? Like, tell us about the atmosphere. I know you were there and you see things happening.
started from
What about the
outside.
atmosphere? Did it bring back
It started from
memories?
outside.
Yeah.
It
Tell
started
us
from
about that.
outside. If you were outside the stadium, you would see how people were excited. People were rushing, making a lot of noise to get in the stadium. You got a lot of, you call it, I call them paparazzi. They were
Yeah.
all out in numbers to get a good view. Because I got some interview from them the same way to get the atmosphere of the football itself. But it was good from outside. I think security everything was on point. Nobody had no thoughts getting to the stadium or no quarrel, nothing at all, and there were no violence, so to speak.
Good, good. And I think there was like a marching band that was in the stadium. What was that? That marching band is actually our marching band that we sent down to Montego Bay to help build the vibes. Oh, was that experience and what you saw?
It was good, because we had a marching band on every match they're there in Montego United today. So to hear the two of them, that it was good to one and your marching band. I think they were on the field performing some nice dance,
Yeah,
some nice music.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was good.
And then again, the marching band is like what, 50, 60 members strong. So I know I don't know if all the 50 members went in Montego Bay, but I
There was
know
50,
with
but they were packed. There were a lot.
So
There were a lot.
yeah,
Maybe not
yeah,
everybody. And the choreography of the dance and everything, the music was
yeah.
on point.
And so you think that help with the atmosphere as well, for the game.
Yes, but you see, honestly, personally, I'd like to see Jamaicans, clubs, national team find a song and start making noise like when you go to England, Liverpool have what? Well, they don't walk alone. Chelsea have a, you know, we need to find a rhythm like that. Instead of sometimes blowing that, we need to find,
Finance song.
yes, and get our team up. But
I was
again,
telling Tiga,
not
1 second. I was telling Tiga China that he need him own show, because a lot of these things, I know even Shavan, I have another guest on platform here, Shavan Peart. He's a part of our group. He's one of the person who always say that as well. We need a song, not just to have, the band there, but we need a
I'm
song that
sure,
the people can resonate with.
definitely. Hey, listen, every country you go to, they have an anthem, what they sing. And another thing I hate, and I keep telling people, how can you be going to a national game and you have a Liverpool shirt, a Chelsea shirt, a Arsenal shirt? No, it's these are things I'm upset with Jamaica. If you watch the Americans when it, it's a white, red, and blue. We need to be more patriotic. When it's Jamaica time, it's Jamaica time. When Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City time, that's their time. We need show that we call a patriotic.
That's true, because I'm over here in the States, and when I go to the games, trust me, down to the baby have on the type of shirt where them have on. Down to the baby, them have on the shirt, the cap, them have the flag, them have everything that they're supposed to have. So I don't know if it's the fans that are not patriotic, or is it that the governing body is not pushing the product to the people in a way that they will resonate with. If you want to give your
I
thoughts on
think
that.
that's go back. I think people are in two minds. Oh, what if they're gonna win? What if they're gonna? You don't care if they're gonna win. Seeing you, they say things like personality self. So if I look up
Mm-hmm.
in the stand and see, oh, a lot of yellows, a lot of green and black, it's like it give it that feeling. It give it that feeling. But most people
I,
come to games that honestly in two minds.
I
Maybe we
understand that.
win. Maybe no. Listen, when I go to a Jamaica game, I go to see them win. If we lose, fine. But I go to see them and I will support them straight through.
And I understand that, because what do you think to cause the team? I know it was. Let's jump into the game. We're talking about the atmosphere, and you said the atmosphere was great and electric. But what do you think that caused the team to start the game so flat in Montego Bay? As I said, that the energy was right, the atmosphere was right, but to me, from my eyes, I don't know what is your perspective or the other persons on the panel's perspective, but it seemed to me the team started out flat. But what are your ideas on that?
You know, I'm not really disappointed with them, And honestly, because I like what 1 week you pick up some players to put on a field to play a game against a team like Trinidad who've been trained like for the past months. So these guys are
Hmm.
together. You
Yeah,
understand? And the honest truth, what I saw, it could have been better, but I accept what I saw. I accept because listen, as I said before, you pick them up like 1 week, 1 week, you're not gonna get from them. And the thing is this, you have some players again, and I have to face the truth. Not players are just Premier League players. A lot of players are just Premier League players. And you could see that difference the other night. You could see a difference with a Sule McCallum, a King,
hmm
a Cunningham. You could see totally different. You can see that these guys are national players and club players, so you can see the level of football to a different level. West players they were just flat. The goalkeeper, I think he took too long to counter. he gave Trinidad that time to reset, you know. So we spent too much time in the back with the football. So we didn't at no time we catch Trinidad on the counter. At no time. And you see again in the middle, we were so flat that there was no form of movement. No movement. You know, when Maggie, I think people were expecting a lot from him.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah, a lot people were expecting from him. We didn't get that from him. He wasn't going forward. He just keep going across, playing the ball back, you know. So the impact players that we wanted to they didn't show up. You know, Sule Makala, I thought had a and it's not that he scored the goal. So I think he had a perfect game as the number six. He played a perfect game. Our wingers,
I want, yeah, I wanted you to touch on Maggie a little bit more because in the game he seemed to. I don't know if it's because of how we play, but and I don't know if it's instructions or what, but he seemed to be dropping back so deep. And then when he gets the ball so deep, there's only one option, which is to either try to go long to one of the strikers. He's supposed to be that link between the defensive third and the top third of the pitch. And him being so far back, he's not linking either of the thirds together. That was
I
my
think he chose to
observation.
play that. I think he chose to play. I don't think the coach would have wanted him to go that
Hmm.
deep. I think he chose. I think again maybe lack confidence. Again, remember that he was a late called up. He was a late called up, you know. So all those things can come, you know. And I think he just played a game on what a couple days ago for Veer, I think.
Hmm. Hmm.
But nevertheless, come on, you know, you have to show quality.
Yeah.
If you want to express the course to be in the World Cup squad going forward, it can't be like this. And you know,
And
players have to know that when you a name brand player and Jamaica pick you out and put you in the spotlight, you have to show, you have to be better than that. You have to show more class. And I think he didn't. He didn't.
and you know, to me, as a player, which we put so much expectations on Tigat, I just didn't see him wear the shirt and step up to the plate and bring in other players with him. It more seemed like others players were bringing him with them, which we expected
Yeah,
him with his experience and exposure to the game in Europe to be bringing other players along. I didn't get that from him over those two games. Your thoughts?
as I said before, you know, sometimes our expectation of players, you know, is too much. It's too much. You know, and then if players, it's a total difference than when we used to play. In our time, we used to play, our expectation was high, but guess what? We brought it to the front. We brought, you know, we knew. It felt for me as an individual. I always tell myself that if I don't score, Jamaica can't win. If I don't score, Seba can't win. Whichever club I play for, you know. And you see, when you're coming on to the World Cup qualified now, this you have to realize certain things you have to stop doing and get your fitness level, your confidence level to the max. So in terms of your nutrition, your diet, you know, or you eat, or you sleep, or you train, you have to, you know, you have to, yeah, you have to be more than that because I'm really disappointed. No, we say local base. Again, in my time when you were playing the Trinidad, the extra rights, all of us, no foreigner could have come from England or nowhere and make our team because we were all that. I think this player nowadays they drop the button. They drop the button.
And, I- and, I-
The old
and as you touch on something important there, any one of the other panelists, if you have a question, you can just unmute real quick. But I want to touch on something. Tiga, we're talking about players playing in a semi-professional or professional league, whichever one you want to call it, in Jamaica. And You can't tell me that proper nutrition and training and recovery and all of those stuff, getting
It,
fit. I used to, let me not cut it. I used to even hear, I'm not going to cut it. I used to even hear Topper Whitmore say some of the times when the players from the JPL come to the national camp, they're not fit. How can
well,
that
that's what I'm
be?
saying. No. That's what I'm saying. You can be in a professional system, but are you professional? These are the
It,
questions, you know. So
it's
you doesn't
strange.
matter you doesn't matter if you're getting 400, 500,000. Doesn't matter how much you're getting. Are you professional? Is oh you take my coach always tell me the thing is this. You don't get paid to come and train. You get paid to take care of yourself outside.
All right.
Outside training. I never do that.
Good afternoon. Sorry, no, I meant to cut you, Mr. Davis.
Yeah, man.
So I remember, based on what Mr. Issa just mentioned, um, I've had conversations with a prominent coach of a JPL team right now, and this is something that he has reiterated to me multiple times. He has seen occasions where players and top players within his club, as soon as they finish training, when they get home, they basically undo what they did everything in training. So they're drinking alcohol, they're smoking, they're going out, they're staying up late. And if you compare that to professionals across the world, that's going to limit you. That's going to limit your growth because you're not going to be able to actually improve as an individual. Um, and I think that's one of the reasons why, in my theory, that's one of the reasons why when some of our players go overseas, we see them back here in a year or two because they are unable to adapt to the professional setting overseas, and then they won't,
Listen to me.
they're not able to.
I agree with
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
200, 200% I agree with you. I always say that, after 2, 3 years, they're coming back here because they're not prepared. They're not prepared. I always say that. Life's so funny that again, it's my time. If in my time, if the doors were open in my time, a lot of us would have gone through. Now the doors open, players can all go through the gate. Which apart from Bibi, and Bibi didn't go to England by playing in the Premier League. He went to England by playing in the World Cup, qualified on the World Cup. Yeah. So now these players, what he's playing in the JPL. None of them right now. Nah, I don't see none of them go walk straight. No. And if they go to the right, what in the USISL, something like that, that's where the most of
USL.
them go. USL. MLS, it's
Mm-hmm.
hard for them to make. Very hard for them to make because they're not developed. As I said before, after every match or training, I see them too. I see them. It's the drinking, it's the you know, and yet they want to go forward. Nah.
Can I ask a question, Tiga?
Hold on, Tiga, hold on, Tiga.
Or I
I
never
can
finish?
Tiga, can I introduce myself? Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Davis.
Yeah, man.
It's
Doesn't
a
matter. Yeah.
pleasure to meet you, sir. Ever since I was a boy, I remember the first time I saw you was 14 years old. All these guys are kids. I remember when you scored a goal against El Salvador in Jamaica, in Kingston. Am I correct?
No, in El Salvador. In El
In El
Salvador.
Salvador. You started the whole
Yeah.
stadium. You pushed the ball around him and run.
Right.
That time as a little, I think I was younger than as a little boy. I was like, yeah, that's it. And then people start talking about you that you actually played in Israel, right?
Uh-huh.
And you come back, right? But sir, it's a honor to finally meet you. You are one of my heroes. I always talk about you. You in my in my top three all time striker, right? Because of the work that you do for Jamaica, right? I want you to say, please keep your head up, sir. Just do not go under. We need man like you in the space. And try to encourage other youth them to try to achieve at least half of what you achieve. Because just
Maybe that's why I'm still in the football coaching, because I know I have work to do.
yes, sir, you're very important, man, and we can never forget the work what you do for Jamaica. As an 11-year-old boy, right? I used to watch you play and admire you. So just keep up on the good work. But I have a question to ask you before T got go. I would say around say 2004 to 2006, right? Our playing style, our playing just started to drop off. Because I remember we and the US was this close. They, every time they play, it's always a draw or maybe like a one goal win, right? Then all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden they just took off, left us. Um, uh, Panama grew up on us, and everybody in the region, the other Caribbean countries, everybody just grew up on us, right? Where do you think that it went wrong for us?
We didn't have a plan. We didn't have a plan, And you see, players were getting players were getting old in terms of legs. We didn't build nothing. I tell you something. We had some nice players. I thought if they had invested in them, it's the same Meggy, Alex Marshall, Jordan Fletcher, Lamar Walker, and Vassell. Those five kids were like what? Maybe just come out of Carnival College and Manning Cup. I thought that if we had built a team around these guys, just like how Canada, someone use Canada as the basis. Canada built a team for 4 years for the World Cup. We didn't build nothing. We did nothing. We just get some guys and yes, but what we didn't realize that these guys gonna stop play sometime or so and which they stop playing right now. Now if you had built a squad with those kids, when World Cup come around the last time, I think they would be ready. They will be ready. But we never keep a camp, even though with the local based team. I'm saying that if we don't start keeping a camp, just like in our time, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're in camp. We have Premier League on Sunday. They let us go to play the Premier League. But every weekend we were all in camp. I think now we need to find some and keep them in camp. And nobody don't tell them that you cannot feed them. You don't have
Okay,
money to
so
feed them. They
basically,
have
on your saying that there was no blueprint. There was no blueprint to follow.
there's
Nothing.
no blueprint, no blueprint. I think it starts from 98, I think Captain them dropped the button. I think Captain dropped the button because when he came from World Cup, it wasn't about development no more. It's about the money. And all players get caught up in the same thing. Because
Okay.
there was no young blood coming through. We start off from 1991, 1990. So we had Bibi, we had Walter Boyd, we have Orlando, we have Fabian Davis. These guys came to enhance us. So when we leave the national team, these were the guys who take over from us.
Yeah.
No, it was Jamaica team. There's no one coming from the under 70, under 20. There's no development program. No transition then, put that way. There's no transition.
Yeah.
In our time, we had the transition because I said before we have the Messi, I mean, the Messams, the Nandino, the Walter Boy, you understand, the Fabian Davis, the Billy Gardners.
Yeah.
That's how we could have easily go to the World Cup, because we have players who understand the system and, we were there to guide them. We ask the question now, who's guiding these young guys? When you have players in England, players all about they only come like 5 days before a game. Where's the chemistry? Where's the it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. There are a few more questions, but I'm gonna let somebody else ask some questions and then I'll chip back in.
Pirate Tiga,
Uh,
you can go ahead. Or
Tegan, what's going on? What's going on? 'Cause, he
But,
said something up. Yeah, he said something. Jeremy said something. I just want to go back over it because he said something, and then Jeremy said something. I want to go back and try to make the connection. You said the players weren't prepared like going overseas. You were in Israel, and how long
yeah,
was your stint in Israel?
4 years.
4 years. So what kept you in Israel for so long?
Listen to me. The preparation in Israel is, it's up in Europe. It was
Yeah.
totally different. The training, the atmosphere, the lifestyle, everything was good about me. And for me, I was a professional.
Definitely.
I was a professional because certain things I don't smoke. I didn't drink. If I go to a little party, I'm yes, but my football come first. Was always first because I always tell myself I want to be the greatest thing to make ever. So I dedicated myself to that. Even when I came back Jamaica, it was me literally single-handed being the self up, because when I came back, I was more stronger than all the Jamaican. I was stronger than the players in the Caribbean.
Mm.
So no one
Yeah,
could ever stop me. I was so strong. I mean, physically, mentally, it was me.
yeah, but the reason why I ask a question, they're making the excuse that nowadays players when they go away, cause you are in Israel, Israel, Nowadays
Yeah.
players when they go away, they say they're if they don't perform, it's because they're homesick, because they don't have certain people around them, they can't perform, so they head back to Jamaica. That's why I want to make it sure, make the public know that you were in Israel for 4 years. You understand? And England they were over Jamaican there, or Canada, or America. You understand? They are
It's what you want.
Israel.
It's what you want. Because when I went to Israel, I spent 1 year, 1 year without my wife or nobody. 1 year, and I had to learn the language. I have to, I know, it's like I don't know mother no sister, so I know that. But true, I know what I wanted. True, I know. 'Cause when I leave Jamaica, honestly, all of my things like my bed, everything, me give them away, Me give them away. Me say, Mama, I was like this. But all my focus was there because I'm here to make life for
Well,
myself. You understand?
where's Mr. Davis? You say, don't you better them thing they give them because you just have focus for good on that Israel, go play some ball.
Yeah, man, because I want to move forward. Yeah, me give my sister everybody them thing, them, man. It's when me come out here, come and buy about them things, there, but my focus, because I said before, no. Me as an individual, me know me born special. Me know me did born special. And we never special, like even making you. If you find yourself with a special, you have to work on it, your craft. You can't
That's
just sit
right.
back and expect.
That's right. Siobhan, you have a question?
Yeah. So Mr. Davis. Based on the coming, because it's something that I have always said. The players as well have to take some form of responsibility as well. But it doesn't shy
Yes,
away as well from the coaching, because coaching is a major factor as well. Because as of late, we can see where now a lot of our young players now, with the introduction of the academies and such, a lot of our players are able to go overseas now and play a lot more football throughout the years. Do you think the
where?
coaching itself? No, man, we have, yeah, the Kingston academies. You have the ballers. You have stats.
But,
This
the question is this now. Where are they playing in the States?
where are they playing in
Those
the
are the questions.
states?
Yeah. Because we're saying they're going away. Yes, yes, fine. I'm not for them going away, but we are the in the States. That
They're
even we are not hearing nothing about them.
No, they're no. When I say playing in the states, they're playing competitions. They're playing academies across the world. England academies, academies in
Okay,
Europe,
so
academies in the
let's talk
states.
about exposure. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So, because remember, one of the only form of football that our youths really had was Manning Cup, which lasted only 3 months, and that's only if you
Yeah.
went far in the competition. And then the
Uh-huh.
parish competitions, and that was only in the summer. So really and truly, that was mainly 5 months of football in a 12-month year. So right now we can see where football, because even Stats High School now, Stats High School Manicom team and Cole's team, they're actually leaving the island on Thursday to go overseas to play a competition as well.
Is this,
So
that's not the question. The thing is this, not because we can everybody can travel now to go across the board to play football. When I watch the Manning Cup and the Dakar Cup, I don't think the coaches, and I'm not talking about Meggy again. If you find a special player right now, why they didn't they spend more time with him? I don't think the coaches are spending enough time with the players with him. For me, they win Money Cup and League Cup, and that's it for them. They don't care what the players do. They don't really
True.
care because if
I
I
ag-
find a special player, we must spend more time on him.
I
So
agree with you.
everybody
I
show
agree
up.
with you.
We win 10 Money Cup, we win 10 that Cup. But yes, after that, where's that player now? Where's that? We're so lucky that what is his name? Dixon. Dixon is but again, we should have spent more time with Dixon. But I'm happy that way is people that club can develop it more better because I don't think we are doing enough for the kids in here in Jamaica. Because right now,
No,
everybody wants to be academy now. Everybody wants to be academy. But if you ask question, what is academy? You understand? Those are some of my questions. Are you taking care of the guys them in terms of welfare, the nutrition, everything, or they just come there and the academy and they train and they go and they organize them to go to America or England. But the thing is, you have to get them strong physically, mentally. You
yes, I
see,
think that's
Mount
where
Pleasant,
yes, I think that's
you see,
where it
Mount
was coming
Pleasant,
from to say that the
yes,
the coaching as well, the coaches as well needs to be looked at as well to say, hey, we may be at fault as well. There's something that we have to do as well. I think the coaches them
yes,
need to look into that as well.
yes.
Yeah,
Listen to me. One minute. When I was at Arnett Garden, this guy named Cephas, you must have heard about Flavor Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Yes. When I had him at Arnett Garden, and me and my assistant coach Eric, we saw the potential in this kid. And listen to me, we spent umpting time to get him where he is. When they send him to the national team, it's life funny. They send him back. Send already in, I'm gonna laugh. And when we send him to where he is right now, and him a master the place, they call him back. He say no, I'm gonna spend some more time where he is. We spend a lot of time. For me as an individual, when I see talent and I can spend time on them, I don't charge, and I'm happy that I could have spent time on CFAS and to see where he's right now.
all right,
So,
Tiga.
oh, go
Tiga,
ahead, Tiga.
what Tiga? This are the youths, no, are the footballers nowadays in the island are properly developed.
Now, no. You see, not for them see things on the TV and feel like their favorite players on the TV and feel like it's like that. It's like that. Not for them see Christian Ronaldo stand up take a free kick and they want to start the same way, take a free kick. But these guys been practice when they're kids. They are kids, they were in practice and you have people guide them where to put the foot on the ball to kick. For instance, if when I coach my team, I tell them to listen. You think Messi does dribble so, or this guy dribble like this? No, they dribble in a spot where they can get a free kick or a penalty. No, we dribble from our back line, come straight up. We get a free kick in our own half. It doesn't mean nothing, but the professional they dribble certain areas, past certain areas, so they pick their time, their space for to do things. So the honest truth, the kids in Jamaica not develop. But we as coaches, we have to spend more time and be specific, more specific.
And the thing is, because the coaches they have to realize that they too have to improve themselves so they can bring the players along with them. Because if they are stuck at a level, you can't bring the players further than where you are. So they themselves have to
That's why I'm
also
doing.
improve.
That's what I'm doing right now. My A license because
Yeah.
the football it evolves. You see, the football changed so much. They call it modern football now. It's like it's how quick you can reach up there.
Yeah.
That's the football. It's fast. And if we as coaches sit back and don't try get the knowledge of what's happening now. Because they say science now, the football is science. And nowadays, first time you have coaches, is the goalkeeper coach, easy trainer. No, those things change. You have coaches for specific, a defender coach, a goalkeeper coach, corner coach. Like it's the Arsenal, they have a free kick coach. So everything changed. So if you sit back as a coach in Jamaica now and feel like you know it all, you're in problem.
The game I believe you.
And
Well,
it must be. And we can't be, I think, again, most coaches are selfish too. Selfish in the sense that, as for me, I'm not scared to go on his coach and ask him, what think about that? What should I do? No, I'm not afraid to call an ex coach and ask him. Because this is how we have to share ideas if we want to develop. Because I
right.
might have a problem. My wing back's not getting out fast enough. What can I do to improve that? So I go to you, and you can tell me, okay, let him wait. But we're so selfish. We're so selfish within ourselves. Our pride don't want to go and ask the question. All the kids gonna improve.
You're 100% right. I have Marlon Nelson on the line here as well. I don't know if you want to chime in, ask a question. I don't know if you probably know Marlon. I don't know, from Mount Pleasant days. Marlon, you here? You're unmuted, but me not here.
Um,
We still not hear Marlon, but Kevin, go ahead. While Marlon try to sort
all
out his audio.
right, first, Sir Davis,
Blessed.
I want to big you up on that comment a while ago. I think that's necessary for most coaches to hear in Jamaica. Because I don't think, as coaches, number one, you guys don't work together. I noticed that with most of the coaches in Jamaica. And not only that, is a few of you really see coaching education as going forward. And we really need that as a nation moving forward with our football, to be honest. We need better coaches. And I'm really happy to hear that you are doing your A-license, sir. Congrats. That really make me feel proud. You know what I mean?
All
You see,
right.
it's so funny that when I think I'm the oldest person in it, And when they compliment me as a Tiger, they still have that passion. Yes, I have that passion because I know kids out there I can help. Even the national team, sometimes I ask myself that, I haven't been another setup in the national level, even as a striker coach or something. And all of us have something to offer. If you have, I know I have something to offer to the national team, you know. But again, maybe people don't see it that way. But from the schoolboy level or the Premier League level, I try to do my best that way.
Tigat,
Definitely.
all right, Tigat, one more question. So, as a striker, former striker, having those old, what today's striker, the youths missing, the strikers that are missing, what are they missing?
The question is this: are the coaches then spending enough time with them? Are they as an individual spending time with themselves doing their like me? After training, before training, I still want to do more. And if you ask the great players, them, so when I listen to the Messis and the Cristiano Ronaldo, they are the first to be at training. They're the last. So they spend time on their craft. So coaches have coaches have to spend more time the striker in front of the goal. In front of the goal. Because what I see right now, if yesterday I was telling you, I need to make a striker, because everybody wants to play the number 7, number 11. Nobody wants to play inside there. So I need to find somebody and work with and just make him and just get rich off him. Make me get rich. Because we are locking right now center forward, our number 9, so to speak.
Yeah,
Because we're
we're in a
not spending
crisis
enough
right
time.
now. We're in a crisis right now. I don't think we have any number nines. Continue though.
We're not spending enough time with them in front of the goal. We're not spending enough time. And I see that regularly.
When it comes to like the player pool right now, I know in the last two games versus Trinidad, we saw a Warner Brown, we saw a Shanil Thomas, we saw a Jamaro Calvin, um, we saw Nikolai Fuller, you know, but out of that crop of local talent, I don't know if you're able to single out any one of those who you think, because I think this is just my personal feeling that a striker spot should be available for one of the local players if they don't go and find anybody outside of Jamaica. But a spot should be available. Did you think that any of the guys kind of just in those
But
two
if you
games
don't,
put themselves out there for the coach to say
if you
yes,
don't catch
I'm
the
willing to take a chance?
if you don't catch the coach's eyes, I'm saying the guys then they shy out. In the Premier League, yes, fine, but most of them shy out. And this was all about, you're on a trial basis or a spotlight because this is about the World Cup now. It's not about nothing else. A spot for the World Cup. And okay, I'm leading goal scorer in the Premier League. Come, you're on show, you have to show. I don't think what's happening. These number nines, they're not spending not enough time in and around the box. They want to get too much touch off the football. So when that ball crosses or even deflect off the goalkeeper, they know we are wrong because that patience. People call me, I will call it opportunist. I wasn't opportunist. No, I think the game, and I play just like even this guy from Man City, right? Alan.
Alan, yeah.
This guy, each time the ball crosses, his job is to be in the box, attack the box. And I don't think our strikers in Jamaica right now are doing that. They want to touch the ball too much. I want to touch the ball just like Alan or maybe maybe Suarez. The right place at the right time. I don't want 5, 6, 7, 8 touches of the football. I want one and two. And when I get the one and two, it's a goal.
Back of the
So I
net.
think these strikers now have to start thinking about their job description. And along with the coaches, because the coach have let them know that this is where I want you. So you have to plan your session as a coach. Because if you don't plan a session, you're gonna have chaos. So players know the responsibility where they're supposed to be at certain time.
And I think what you had, people always say that you had like a striker's instinct, just like you just pointed out. You just know where to be at the right time, at the right place. And as you said, sometimes our strikers, they lack a lot of that. They don't have the striker's instinct to be where they're supposed to be, the right time at the right place, as you said. And that comes from coaching, and as you said, spending a lot of time in and around the box.
You have to do that. Listen, you see, because when you look at the players, their mobility again, they're easy to be marked. They don't know when and where to dodge to get beyond the defenders. Them. So at all times, the defender can always see where they're coming from or where they are, because in terms of movements in and around the box, it's poor. Then again, all this come from a training ground. How you plan your session as a coach with that player. So this is your specific player. This is where you want to specific. And when you move from here to there, when the ball's right here, this is where you want you to come. So the player have to believe and know this is what the coaches want and work on his craft.
Definitely. So anybody you saw out of, well, you gave me some names. You said Sule Makala, you said King, you said Cummings. I don't think you call any other name, but any other players out of
You know,
that little
when
squad
in
you
the in
think?
you know I think this guy, Auburn, if what Arnett Garden and Demar Phillips, he was the one who came on in the game. And he changed the whole aspect of the game, give us life. He started pressing, he started playing ball left, right, and center. We put back the Trinidadian when he came on the field. So it makes Sulemakala game more easier because he was the one we expected Maggie to fetch the ball and play forward ball, diagonal ball, we weren't happening. But when Phillips came on the field, That happened. And I heard that again in the second game, he came on the same way again, and the game was lively. So
I'm glad you
you
mentioned
need
him here
players like
because he was one of the bright spark I saw in the whole two games. You understand? To me,
he,
that's just my personal observation. When he came on, the tempo of the game just rise. You
yes,
understand? And then, as I said, he went, he fetched the ball, he moved it, and then the thing is, he's not standing up. He's moving to where he's supposed to be. So he came on and gave that energy. And even in the second game, it was a pass from Maggie to him. He crossed it over. Another player crossed it on our boy and hit it, and the guy kicking in his own net. So out of the two games, the most positive things that were happening came through him, and I was surprised that he didn't even start the second game.
I I expected him to start, but again, I'm I'm just talking as a spectator. I'm not the coach,
Yeah,
But watching, I expected him to start, or even if not start, come on a little bit earlier then.
yeah.
But then again, I said, but then again, sometimes you come on the right time. But he was a bright one. You see, I could play with this guy. You know what I love about him? If he has a good striker, a good number nine, but can move, because when this guy pick up the football, all he wants is make that forward pass. Yeah. So yeah, if he has a good number nine, believe me, you can get goal from this guy because he know how to pass the ball, when to pass the ball, how to pass the ball. And the
And
crazy thing, he loves football.
and the thing, yes, and the thing I love with him, too, he doesn't just, you have some midfielders where they will pass the ball and then just leave if you do what I do. But you see, when he pass the ball to you, he's making sure he is an option to even get back the ball or something to bring a defender with him or.
And the thing about him too, so him lose the ball, he might hustle back and try win it.
Definitely, definitely. Because I like that about him. So I mean, I don't think many of them gave themselves a good shot. But as I said, Demario
Now,
Phillips, um, uh, Christopher Ainsworth, I think he came on in the first game playing left back, the young guy from Cavalier, Sule Makala. What are your thoughts on Joshua Anglin?
which one, what number is this one? Because I don't.
Joshua Anglin is the CDM. He went to Mount Pleasant. He was at Harborview, and then he's at Mount Pleasant. Central.
Not bad, Not bad, not bad. But I know it's gonna be hard for him. It's gonna be hard for him
Yeah,
because I don't think he's gonna have that work with that Makala has. And the thing
yeah.
about Sule Makala, he has an eye for goal. And you need a 6 or 8 to have that eye for goal.
Yeah.
It's good for your
Josh and
team.
Angle, Josh and Angle was his number 17, T God. He was in number 17.
Mm.
So
So
those players, I think, uh, those players, I think were the ones who kind of just give themselves a good shot. But outside of that, I don't think many of the others put in a performance that to have the coach, look and say, hey, you deserve a spot. And as you said, it's about World Cup time now. It's nothing else, It's about World Cup time now. But any other comments? I tell people enough they're gonna give you your own show, this is just a review of the game because as people can see, you're very knowledgeable about Jamaica and what you think we need and how the players need to be helped. But um, people are gonna have him, for his own show. We're gonna schedule it and make sure we send it out. Give it a good 2 weeks of promotion so people know that he's going to be here. All right.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah,
any
man.
final comments before you go?
Yeah, me
I'm
ask
happy
you
that
one more last thing before you go.
okay.
Your former colleague like Andy Williams, Tyrone Marshall, and Paul Young. A lot of those guys who are coaching in the United States now. Any of those guys, do you keep in touch with those guys and share
No,
ideas of how to come back and make the
no,
country better?
we have to share the ideas. Honestly, the person I talk with most is acting. without question, you know.
Yes.
And
Uh-huh.
this guy, honestly, I like this guy. He's passionate about the football. He's passionate about the sport. Yeah, I think this guy has far to go. Given the opportunity to, you know, get far to go. And I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So what about the West that's overseas right now? You know, do you think it'd be a wise ideas, for JFF, you know, just 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 try to reach out to some
We
of
should
those
get
guys
them
to
in.
come back
We should get them in.
and
We should get them in. Then why are they out there? Out there. We should get them in. They're out there to learn, to come back and this one thing again. We don't use our past national players up, you know. You know what waste a country. They use their national players. We put them
yeah,
one side. If we have these players out there coaching outside, why don't we bring them in to share their knowledge?
yeah. So
What
where
are they
you
out
think the
for? Just
breakdown is? Where you think the communication go wrong? Do you think these players are reaching out to JFF to come and do some free clinic and the JFF not acknowledging them, or is just
maybe,
something that we don't know?
maybe it's a yes or no. It's a yes or no.
Okay,
But
okay.
even
All right,
if they don't reach out, I think Zeta should reach out because we have good coaches out there. Miguel
yes.
Foley, I think one a brighter prospect too. You know,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Thank you for your comments, man. For your general knowledge of the game. I mean, I tell you, as an 11-year-old boy, I mean, I tell you, man. You was one of the fire in the engine, the team for Jamaica, where enough you look up to you, and the man from them time they know you and they know the work you put in and the sacrifice you put in for Jamaica. You know, the man go to Salvador and silence the whole stadium. Never forget that. Silence the whole stadium. You
you
know,
know what I
he
love,
was
right?
the first
Is
Jamaican to score in El
look,
Salvador. Am I correct?
and what I love these local based players, as they call them, is do a self reflection to see it,
Yeah,
what where they go wrong, what they can do better. You understand? So
yeah,
giving another chance, they can, correct those mistakes. Just don't the 2 games with the national team is finished and you come back to your club and that's it. No. Do your self reflection and see where you can do better and work on it.
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Got them say I have to go do back some work for our boy. Them say him need to do
Yeah,
some
man.
work for him. Him look too I don't know, him get himself in a good position, but him rushy and I don't know. Them say I need to
I
spend
think
some time with him.
he missed me. He missed me, but I swear to God, I'm not, but I will talk with him because I have his number, Yeah, spend a little more time. Little
Give,
more,
give him a
but
talk, man. Give him a talk, man. Give him a
the
talk,
thing I
cause me
love
I tell
about
you.
him is, the thing I love about him, what I love about him, when he gets the ball, he's coming at you.
Yeah,
He's
man.
coming at you. And but I say you have to settle down a little bit more.
And that's what I saw because even in the games, he get himself in a good position, even times to even score. But I don't know, him have that little composure, that little fine tuning the way you would
True,
have where you know say. I don't know if him does not
true.
believe in himself, say, oh yeah. But you arrive in that position there, you're supposed to have as much composure because you know that you're gonna arrive there. You know what I mean? Have that little composure there.
Yeah.
But yeah, give him a talking to. But as we said, people, I'm going to schedule a show for him that he can come and tell him whole story and talk. But we just wanted to get him on tonight to just give a review of the games against Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm not going to keep him much longer. But T-Got, thank you for coming on. And I have somebody in the comment section that says you were their classmate. Let me see if we find it. The name is TEDx the Hope. I don't know if you know that person. The last name is Hope. TEDx the Hope.
Yeah.
So your name was classmate. So I'm a big up.
Them,
And the
them much
people
love him.
people
Much
on the
love.
stream are big up, are big up, are big up. You know?
Them,
So
this time.
big up yourself. Thanks for coming on. As I say, we're gonna organize the stream for you to come on. So people, big up, give your blessings to T
My
God.
last
Anybody else want
word,
to say anything to T God?
my last
Yeah,
word,
man.
gentlemen.
Enough
Crime
respect to
and
you, sir,
violence.
and I wish you the best.
Love you know, give thanks. My
Crime
last
and
word,
violence
gentlemen.
must stop.
Must stop. I want to see more footballers. Like, come on, come on, come on. We have too much footballers idling right because of the crime and violence. So we need to let go of it.
All right. Thank you so much for
Hey,
coming on.
the guy put his real name back in. His name is Dexter Hope.
Yeah, we put up it, man. All right, people. So that was Keegan giving his review on the games. I mean, yeah, I didn't give a lot of insights and a lot of other stuff, but the show continues. Under 17 won their first game of the World Cup qualifiers, 3 goals to 1. Um, I watched the game. They look pretty impressive to me against St Lucia, although the opponent was only St Lucia. Um, I don't know. They look pretty impressive. They look pretty impressive. I like the two center backs. I don't
Issa,
know if
hold on,
you
hold
go ahead.
on. So the St Lucian team, as much as we might have it that it's a Caribbean side and we know that we normally dominate them,
Hmm.
some of the St Lucian teams actually from even the Mount Pleasant Academy.
Yeah, man. That you
So
never
what?
play Spiker come from Mount Pleasant, Chevron. I mean
Yes,
Byron. Boy, the
yes. So
body,
what?
man.
So what a lot of these Caribbean islands are actually doing now, because even Guyana, they're sending their young players to Jamaica to develop.
Yeah, I think I
So
heard on a show earlier that about 11 Mount Pleasant players are in the tournament
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
from
Really?
various
So
countries. Yeah,
Wow.
it's
it's
especially
probably more
Haiti
than
as
11.
well,
You have four
especially
Haitians.
Haiti.
You have four
Mm.
Haitians. You have the guy in St. Lucia. I think them say one day Barbados. So I think about 11 of them.
So
Yeah,
first
So
of
you
the
know what
in
Caribbean
is
the
nation.
tournament.
guys, you know what's so funny, yo? A few years ago it was what? Trinidad. Caribbean players used to go to Trinidad. Now everybody is coming to Jamaica, right? Wonder if we can keep up this trend, and become a powerhouse, in the
Hence
Caribbean.
the reason why. Hence the reason why I was saying, because I had a conversation with someone recently about
Yeah.
how the JPL itself can attract like even a TV, a broadcasting revenue, right? If
Yeah.
we can attract like some of the smaller players then from the US, like players who don't really make like even the USL teams, those players will have families in the US who would want to see them play on a weekly basis, right?
Uh-huh.
So if we have players if we have players in the USL or it can make the USL here, we can even sell broadcasting rights to the US. That's extra. That's extra something there from Jamaica as well. That's how the Premier League work. The
I
Premier
know
League,
that's a good idea. It's a business idea. I hope you talk to somebody about it.
yeah, the Premier League ensures that the Premier League wants to have players from all over the world so that they can actually. All right, look at what they did with Kaim's with Charlton, right? When Kaim was going to be making his debut, Charlton advertised the game to Jamaica, literally, so that
Mm.
persons in Jamaica could actually go out and pay to watch him play. So I'm saying that those are avenues that can be checked into because I believe it's something that can help us. Because it seems as if we are the premier already for the Caribbean. So if we can get players from the US, from Canada, even from Central America or even Mexico, just imagine what that would do for the league itself. So the possibilities are limitless. So people just really need to think and find out how in other ways in which we can actually get some more money there.
Yeah. Because I remember everybody used to run to Trinidad back in the 2000 and so everybody run to Trinidad. And Mr. Trinidad is from Jamaica and very from Jamaica. You want to market this thing right, you know, thing can improve. 16 JPL team, you know, the money spent right and things are going good. We got good team that can about these 3 teams that can final. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe I want them top player gonna even come to Jamaica. and change all the nationality too. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I mean, yeah, but I'm not really thinking about that aspect of changing nationality. For me right now, the first step would be just trying to get more eyes onto the league. Because one thing with Jamaicans, if foreign people like it, Jamaicans will like it.
Okay, let me tell you something what happened a few years ago. A few years ago, there was this channel called Spot Sport, and they were showing the Jamaican Premier League World Cup. I think after 6 weeks or maybe 2 months, that was the start. It was terrible. It was an eyesore. Playing the field and everything, it was an eyesore. Oh my God. But I think what I need to do is have more feel like Armageddon so that they can attract a TV sponsor. Because you can't, brother, what they were showing, it was atrocious, right? But if they fix up some more field, have some more mini stadium, or at least 4 or 6, stadium with all the games and play at, and televise them around the world, that will work. We have to fix the field them first.
That's
You
true.
understand?
And I think, honestly, I think that is something that should be a priority because when you're watching the games, um, one of the things, and if you want to broadcast the games, people want to see that the games look interesting. Not just the style of play, but people
Yeah,
want to look at, they want to have a presentable product. And
yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why Sportsmax only shows games at specific locations.
Okay, okay.
I think that's one of the
So
reasons why, because
I think
some
we actually
teams,
veer off topic. I think we were talking about the under 17 boys, right? So I
yeah,
didn't watch the game. Did you watch the game?
yeah, I saw some glimpse of it.
Yeah.
Um, I saw what was expected. The goal that St Kitts scored, um, kind of felt a bit. I think it was an error in a misjudgment between the defense and the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But I'm so the way of this team has been together for a year and a half now, I think. And
Mhm.
this every time I see them play, it's consistent. They're
Yes.
a team that likes to move the ball on the ground. They like to move into spaces, etc. So
Yes.
you do see some style of play being implemented within that team, and I think that's actually good.
I
It's
would. Yeah.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
amazing.
I'd love to see them qualify, and I think this will put the belief back in the nation, right? And
But
other.
I,
And,
I,
Um,
I watched the entire game, I watched the
yeah.
entire game, and it was very exciting to me. Ashaman was speaking about that goal.
can I,
It was just a miscommunication between the keeper and the I think the number
Defender.
17 centre back. But that centre back is really good. When watch him in the game, he is really good. Can read the game, can tackle everything. I thought what he
Mhm.
was going to do was shield the ball because the keeper
I
actually
think
hesitated but just shield the ball.
I
But the
think that's
player
what he
gave,
was doing in Issa.
yeah,
I
the
think he
player give
was.
him a nudge. The player give him a nudge.
No, I think what happened. No, he was trying to shield the ball, waiting on the keeper to come for it. But
um,
then the keeper hesitated, and then so the player just wait. The player, as I said, the player nudged him
Yeah,
and
he
went
nudged him
around
down.
him. He went
Ah,
around
okay.
him and then placed it. Yeah.
a-
Because me thinking we did not just shield him, go straight to the keeper.
anyway,
But yeah,
that's
continue, Kevin.
anyway,
Yeah.
that's
If
a game that
anyone just joined, we are talking about the under 17 tournament, the
I
male
watched
under
that.
17 tournament. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Chevron.
man.
That's a game that we expected to win anyway. Chevron, you're making a point about the Caribbean teams that are sending kids to Mount Pleasant and all of that, bro. While it's good for business for Mount Pleasant, it's not good for football for the Caribbean. See, because if our local players not leave, but if Mount Pleasant not exporting those players out of the country, I don't see that as a growth for the Caribbean. If you look, the Caribbean now grow past we, brother, and we hardly are gonna we hardly.
I mean, that's a fair point, Kevin. But the reason why I'm not too harsh on it, remember that the Mount Pleasant project is something that's fairly new. So the
Sir,
kids, so the first set of graduates from the Mount Pleasant Academy, they haven't really gotten the opportunity as yet. So we don't know exactly as to where their level is at right now.
sir, while you say that, while I agree, I still not see it be a fruit yet until I see Mount Pleasant start export youth. Look at Devante Campbell, a big waist, a big.
Yeah, I get what you're saying because Devante was a player. He got the opportunity to go overseas for a stint with Charlton, and I'm assuming that he didn't really impress that much, and he came back. And to be fair, since he came back, he hasn't looked the same, to be honest.
And and, and
So
and that's my problem. Yes, the youths them it is good coming in and in the academy and we're getting them to play in the league, but bro, let's face the fact. Apart from we beating up Caribbean teams, we are not cutting it when it come on to Central America or anywhere else.
And that was
So
all
my
right,
question, Kevin.
see,
Kevin,
and
Kevin,
and
hold on,
Kevin, you
hold
made
on.
a
It leads me to ask, who's in the group now? Can you
see,
name the group out the people in the chat?
we have Cayman, I think it's Guatemala, and then and Cayman, Guatemala, and Saint Kitts.
Was it El Salvador? You saw it?
El
Okay, so
Salvador,
we
El
have
them are
one
the
Salvador,
two
yeah,
group.
El
teams we
Salvador,
have
El
left to
Salvador.
play, man.
We
We
have
just have
Yeah,
Cayman and El
so
Salvador.
we
El
have one.
Salvador.
We have one Central American team, right?
Yeah, El
Yes, El
Salvador.
Salvador.
Yeah.
So whoever top this group, right, go straight to the World Cup. I go
Correct.
to a player.
Straight to the
World
World
Cup,
Cup.
World Cup.
Okay, what's up with the second place team?
Guy yard.
The guy,
You
you go
so
home.
you have to win the group and go a World Cup.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
All right. What do we know about the El Salvador team?
Very
They're
dangerous.
they're very all right. So one thing with a lot of the Central American teams, this is something that I've actually been calling for as well. The Central American teams, they have a tournament every single year, as well as they actually send their teams all across Europe to play as well. So
No.
while our players has been together for a while, they
Yeah.
haven't really been getting any good enough any reputable
Opponent.
friendlies. Yeah.
Yeah. Did they
So
Mexico or that was under 20?
El Salvador, well, I know El Salvador, they played a tournament against all of the Central American teams, including Mexico, and they did well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they did
8-0
well.
yesterday. Somebody
Yes.
in the chat
So
said they won 8-0 yesterday. Nitro. So they won 8-0 yesterday.
yeah. Also, so the El Salvador team, it's somebody that I'm not to be. I know we shouldn't underestimate anyone. Um, Cayman Islands, I don't think it's a team that should really trouble us, but as you know, Jamaicans have a tendency
Ease up.
to yeah to have us sitting on the edge of our seats for some reason.
Yeah.
So, but
Sir,
let's just do
I defer to say that as it relates to youth football, bro, the truth is the rest of the Caribbean is catching up on us. And we are failing to see that. And the reason
yeah
why
they are.
they are not afraid to put international players in them
There's
squad.
in their te- yeah
We feel like we reach anywhere in a football and we fight against overseas player. We put in quota system. Meanwhile, other persons, the business about quota, them bring in as much players as they want, and they are catching up on us. Whether we like
Yes.
it or not, it's just the truth. One time when we look to give them team that 6 and 7, nowadays we hardly can give them even 4 love.
Kevin, this is something that we need to emphasize on a lot. Because what you're saying is exactly true. We sit on our idle and everybody come upon us. Right? And this is people, y'all, why must I say true?
Me not gonna use the term idle. We think that we reach and play better because we have beat some Caribbean team. And we act as if we don't need diaspora players. That is our problem.
I'm gonna tell you something what happened 12 in the 2000s. We get knocked out of the Caribbean Cup. We did not make the Caribbean Cup because of let's see, I underestimated our opponent and we did not make the Caribbean Cup for the first time. right?
No, but it happened. It happened.
Not
It happened in
Caribbean
the
Cup,
last. It
on the
happened
Gold
in
Cup,
the. But it also
right?
happened in the U20 recently as well. Not the last one, the
Yeah,
one prior when we were to play Dominica, the Damrit, to qualify for the World Cup, and
yeah.
we got knocked out by them.
I
So
remember now how we did not make it to that Gold Cup. We lose the Caribbean Cup final. I remember. We lose the Caribbean Cup final.
nah
Everybody I
man,
said,
we made it to the Gold Cup, but we just lost the Caribbean Cup final to Curacao.
yeah, I think it was everything was 4 years, 2 years before that, right? And we did not make it to the Caribbean Cup. To the nation, to what you call
Nah
it,
man, we
Gold Cup.
made it to the Gold Cup, but we just lost the final to Curacao
Oh, I'm talking about a
because
different time. I'm talking about a different time.
oh
But we did not make it to the Gold Cup. And because, we get knocked out in the qualifying round by another Caribbean team,
That's a
right?
long
And
time.
who went and
Then.
drew up, didn't even score a goal.
That was long time. But the truth is, bro, that is my problem with and we're not looking and realize, bro. Right now, we have a tendency to say we don't want the Diaspora playing at the under 17, and other teams are growing because they are using everybody.
there. But
Understand me, I said, brother? We
Yeah,
have
yeah,
so
yeah.
enough weapons overseas that can help us going forward. I was still, I say, yo, with their head, and we don't realize it. We only gonna be Caribbean teams, and right now, giving St Lucia them 3-1. Where that show you say? We're weak. Look how El Salvador deal
Yeah,
came at 8, and it could have been more. What we are gonna do?
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
but Kevin, you talk about big score, man. Talk about the next big score, and this one a controversial. Yesterday we saw USA versus USA.
Oh, USA versus USA. That don't make no sense. What we're not talking about?
This is the U.S. Virgin Island. It's a U.S. Virgin Island. The
Bro,
USA versus USA.
that don't make no sense because we're not gonna say USA versus USA, bro. Is USA play the Virgin Island? It don't make no sense.
Well, it don't make no sense to us, but to be honest with you, it doesn't make any sense because they cannot go to a World Cup because
Actually,
they cannot represent
actually
themselves.
they can. Actually they can. Marie, what it today? They can.
They,
But me not understand our territory of the USA. I enter tournament and I play against the USA. That no make no sense. One man
they
gone.
can't even play. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
One man basically win goal scorer of the year. A leading goal scorer already. Man gone 10 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
So I mean, I'm not taking
Are you
anything away from
telling
the
me that?
US.
Hold on, Shaban. You said that you actually read up that the U.S. Virgin Island can go to a World Cup, a men's
Yeah,
World Cup.
because they have a territory actually. So they
So if
do
they
have a
can go
US.
to a World Cup, if they can go to a World Cup, that means that every U.S. territory, every Dutch territory, every French territory, right, can go to a World Cup.
Sir, not because it's a territory. Remember that it's not U.S. Virgin Island they don't have a spot in the Senate, so they can do their own thing, brother.
Yeah, so even though they are a US territory, they have their own government as well.
Okay,
Exactly. So
so
not
they can.
because
Okay, so
Yeah.
in other words, then, see, there's things where okay, because exactly their vote do not count if their vote does not count in a presidential election unless they actually
No,
live
no,
on the
no,
mainland. Unless
no,
them live on the mainland themselves. That I know, right?
exactly.
So Puerto Rico can vote in here in this country, but their vote on the mainland does not count, right? But they can come here and vote. That I get. Now the Dutch island, them right? They can play in the Caribbean Cup, but they cannot play for a qualifying World Cup. I gotta look up the difference, you know what I mean, between them. Anyway, you know, keep going, keep going.
well, well, for me, I just found it. I don't understand why is that the US actually had the opportunity because 20, 22. When you even look at the highlights, because I never
Sir,
watched the game live.
you're 22. Can I ask a question before you said that because you act as if US catch came on now, you think I gonna reach them?
I don't think at 22 though.
Yeah, it might be near it or even more. Brother, you're looking at a US team that is, brother, you have to understand, when you come out as under 17 and under 20, US is up there in the world amongst people. You hear, bro?
That's definitely true.
When you
Fair
come out
point. That's a fair point. That's a
to
fair
under
point.
17 and under 20, US is
That's
up there in
true.
the world. Whether we like it or not,
Japan under
and
22 is
they
true.
are superior.
It's a fair point. I'm not gonna lie. It's a very fair point.
US and Mexico teams are superior when it comes down to under 17 and under 20s, brother.
I want to tell you something. Do you
Even
know
under
which team?
23.
Do you know which country was with every year they was sending kids to under 17, the Olympic and the under 19, under 17 World Cup? Honduras. But it wasn't transitioned to the national team, right? They were going to every under 17 and under the male under 17 and under 20 World Cup. They even beat out USA to go to the Olympic in a 2020 in a 2018, yeah, 2018, right? And so we need to look on how our youths them not developing, and as what Kevin said, we're not using oversized help, or the oversized and the overseas people them, you know. But I hope that we can look on this now, and say, boy, we really need them. They are Jamaicans. We can't shun them. What Ultimate Butler is doing is a wonderful thing. I'm glad the JFF making whoever give him, the space and the freedom to do what I do. We need more of this. Male and female, we need more of this.
Well, honestly, for me, I just really want to see that. I just want to see. Wanted to come out of the tournament qualifying for the World Cup, so that better plans. But as what Kevin was saying, I do believe that certain stuff needs to be stopped. If a coach wants to select particular players, let the coach, because the coach is going to be judged based on his performance in the competition.
Yeah.
If the coach isn't given, if the coach doesn't feel that he has the right tools to complete a job, or if he isn't given the right tools to complete a job, then you can't blame him at the end of it. So you have to ensure that he has the resources that he has asked for, so that he can do the job to the best of his ability. As I said, I know the coaching staff, he had them for over a year and a half. You could see the chemistry within the team yesterday whilst playing. So I'm just really looking forward. I think it's tomorrow's game against Cayman. Looking to see them improve. I want us to get some goals, because I don't want to come to a situation where maybe goal difference, because El Salvador already gone way ahead already right now with that. So I really wish.
Oh, Chevy, whether you like it or not, we have to win. There's no doubt about that. We are gonna have to win outright.
El Salvador.
Beat El Salvador,
Yeah.
and I'm praying for that to happen. I really want this team to qualify.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we all do. I think that
we can look on the next game and up them. Would them play next? Cayman.
Cayman. Yeah, we'll play Cayman tomorrow.
Final game of the big showdown, right? So the man need to go out there and exercise them, as you know what I mean, them what you call it. The coach needs to emphasize them, saying in case you come down to goal difference, right? But we can't play for that. We have to go for a win. A win. That way.
But I think we missed a chance in the St Lucia game. Like, we should have dumped up St Lucia seriously still, We get so many chances and we were all over them when we should have scored the goal and we didn't. You understand? So we really think we missed something against St Lucia, honestly. That was my opinion. We should have 5 St Lucia should have get. Yeah.
So I'm glad you mentioned this now. I'm glad you mentioned it, right? So this was the first game, and we played a Caribbean opponent, right? But we always beat them, by sometimes 2-3 goals, right? But what we see coming up the last couple of years, these guys need to start to
Jamaica point. I like the point that with Niger make. Very good point, brother.
Let me finish this first, right? And so we need to look at this and say, how the USA beat we up, right? 9-0. Go out there with no mercy. Go out there, you have to win with no mercy, ruthless. You can't become complacent and say, we already are lead by 2 goals. No. Kill them. Go ahead, Kevin.
A perfect example would be the US match yesterday. The US against the US match yesterday. Because I was watching the game, Germany. Honestly, when I watch the highlights, when I saw that the US reached 10, I was saying to myself, like, they're not gonna done. Aren't they gonna stop? And they just
You see, man, give
continued and
yeah. You see,
they
man,
just
give with 9-0 and never ease up power. Man, give with 9-0 with no mercy.
and something that Kevin said as well, when it comes down to US with the youth system, it's the same as though we are a bit hesitant in introducing players from outside of the country. The US isn't hesitant in doing so. The US will go for the best players
Yeah.
because they want to stamp their class on the region.
Yes.
For
But
them,
you know
it's
what? We can't really compare ourselves with them because them have something to offer them, right? We don't have anything, right? Them get what's his name, Balone or whatever his name is, and them fly with a helicopter, can't go a football game, can't go this
it's a
big hotel.
Balagan. It's a
Yeah,
Balagan.
yeah, man. Yes, that's what we're talking.
But the thing about it, Jeremy, but the thing about it, Jeremy,
That's just crap. See?
yeah, Jeremy, because we have a lot of youth players that are willing
Because
to come
when
and
you
play
go
for Jamaica.
they have a lot to offer. It's not a matter of offer, brother.
Hold on, Kevin. Let me finish.
The man them federation is
You
organized.
jump on something, me finish something, right? The federation, that's true. What I'm saying, right? Don't wait until them turn superstar, right? Try to get them when they're younger, right? Because if you're gonna wait till that man then big superstar, England
Bro,
have been
the problem
and
is just
US
what you're
have
not
been.
getting, what you're not getting the point you're trying to make. And Nitro said it. Jamaicans are impatient. We don't want young youth. That's our problem, bro.
Because Jeremy, look at this, right?
We
You see
don't
what
want and
you see a while ago with Balagan, where the US Federation had to fly Balagan. How many
Yes.
players have we gotten from England and we never had to do nothing like that? The players have
Yes.
gotten
No,
bad treatment and they still came.
It's a difference. Hold up, it's a difference. Remember, England still want him, and he played for England under 70, right? England still want him. So what the US did was they said, you know what, listen, them have to sell him something. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They have to sell him something for him left England because England coaches still want
bro,
him.
US now for sell the man nothing. The man can't qualify in the US and play a World Cup. Them no need for sell him nothing.
Let me clarify you for something, right? He played for England before, right? And so there was a tug of war. England still want him, right? And the US still want him. But what the US did, this is what I want to know for a fact.
Sir, ask you a question.
Let me finish that and
No,
then you
but
can
what you
check.
say now make no sense, Jamie. Because at the end of the
That
day,
is exactly what happened.
if
What do you
me
mean
a
by that?
Mulligan and US approach me at England, me easy if we make US team now England for qualify for your World Cup.
Yes,
Where
but
think
what
me
I'm
I go
saying
come?
to you, them still have us to sell it to him. If nobody just walk up play some, and this is exactly what they did. They fly him over in a helicopter, they fly him over this game, and then show him all this and show him that, and then in the end, he might agree and come out and say, yes, I'm gonna join the US team. And England will still try hard him to play. And in the end, he choose on the US. So don't say they have a choice. England behind the scene, right? And was not trying to entice him to come back to them. So that's a fact.
Yeah, them have to sell it to him still, Kevin. It don't matter how enticing it is. Them still have to sell it to him, and it's England, bro. And like a Jamaica, it's England. So you
Father,
still have to go sell him
with
something.
all due respect, Mulligan never gonna make England squad.
But you have to say something where
Mulligan
you
have
have to say
sense
something where you don't
enough,
have no
yo.
proof over. You don't have no
Mulligan
proof of
smart
that.
enough to know say, yo, brother.
No, but Kevin, so
Sir,
Kevin,
let me ask you now a question.
wait. You don't ask me that. Wait.
My boy, they will left
Wait.
go Nigeria.
Wait, no man. Don't mix up this thing. Balogun. Somebody just come to him and say, hey, you want to play for the US? And he just say, yeah. No, Kevin, use the head. They still have to sell it to him. Even though you say it's a no-brainer, they still have to sell it to him. They have to
Exactly.
sell it to him. Even though it's like simple. CC, what do you think, CC? What do you think?
Just don't say me a come, right? Play hardball for them.
CC, you about? Continue,
Kevin,
Kevin.
if you're in a negotiation,
Yeah,
right?
let me.
And you know
there,
you
man. Me
have to
there,
go.
me there.
What you have to say
And
now?
you know you have to go, right? And you want a high pay package, right? You also go and play the game. I said, boy, we still want to play the game, right? I met them, right? It's a negotiation. It's a tactics, and they have to sell him some. Go ahead,
All
Kevin.
right. Go, CC, go ahead.
See, I cook dumpling, man.
Yeah, yeah. No, all right. So when you come on to, let me tell you, the difference between Jamaica and the US is that the US has qualified for multiple World Cups and multiple Youth World Cups. So playing for US and playing for England, it's kind of not different. Like, say for example, you're easy, you can make it's easier for you to make the US team, but your probability of qualifying for World Cup is greater than if you went and played for Jamaica. It's just as good as if you were playing for England. So England qualifies for a lot of World Cups, Youth World Cup and Senior World Cup. So if you're playing for England, there's a chance that. So if I was to give it a chance, then we are gonna say 22 World Cup play, England playing a 15 of them. I just a put a number, you know. You get me? So nobody know. Stick with that number there. Because I know Brazil has played in every World Cup, but I'm not sure how much. But if we go back through the figures for how much England would have played in. Jamaica has played. But let's not go use the example. Jamaica has played in one World Cup and three Youth World Cups. That are two U17 and one U20. So USA now have played in probably 70% of the Youth World Cups and has played in 50% of the Senior World Cups. So if you're looking at, if a man go choose to say, yo, you know me, I go USA, go play for USA. It's a simple thing like USA can sell him the dream, say, yo, you can have a possibility of playing in the World Cup. Plus, USA is hosting the World Cup. USA have the resources to host a World Cup. So when you host a World Cup, that is an automatic qualification. So basically, you can sell them a World Cup. What Jamaica is selling is the potential of elevating Jamaica to the stage of going to a World Cup again. So what Jamaica would sell to a player is, listen, if you come and play for Jamaica, qualifying Jamaica to the World Cup is greater than qualifying England to the World Cup because the only thing you could do for England that would be greater than qualifying Jamaica to the World Cup is win a World Cup with England because England is past the phase of just qualifying. Jamaica
Yeah,
is in the phase of qualifying. So it's the
yeah,
it's how you sell it. So that is what you can sell. Because if you look at all of the countries who get players who are dual citizens to come and play for them, look at the countries that get the majority of the players, and look at the country that gets one and two of the players, and look at the countries that get the fringe players. Right?
yes.
The ones that get the fringe players are the ones that go to one World Cup or two World Cup. They're not a factor in going to the World Cup. It's
And
like a
so
get and spell.
this was what happened also. They have him in a helicopter. They fly him over the country to different stadiums, and they show him different that
Yeah,
the
but
sky
Germany,
Grand Prix.
that is that minor. That not really matter. May I show you why?
No, 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 what you said, but I'm just saying though, they have it, the wine and
But
dine him.
CC, we can't
Yes,
say it
wine
no
and
matter.
dining
It's
not really
still a
matter, me I tell you.
it, but
CC, listen to
CC, it's
CC,
still a selling point. It's
CC.
still a selling point.
Can
I
we,
know it might
CC,
be minor.
can we do that to a player, CC? To a top player? Can we
No,
go
but
out there and
I'm
hold on,
saying to you,
CC?
but no, I'm saying to you, Germany. You see, if we never were qualifying for senior World Cups, say we had qualified for between '98 and now. So we only had missed two World Cups between '98 and now. We
Yeah.
would have been in a similar selling point like the USA, even if we don't have the money or have the ability to do certain things. Because we could look present to them say, of
And
the
see,
last
me no cut you.
7 World Cup, we have been in five.
And
This
see,
is the reason why we never qualified for
exactly.
this one
And
and this one. If you should come, it adds more quality and it gives more credence. And
see,
isn't it all them thing there?
me no cut you.
But I still telling
Let
myself
let
something,
let
Wait,
CC.
wait,
let
let
me
me hear
add.
what Kevin has say. So I'm going to ask boss there too. So let me hear what Kevin has say. Go on, Kevin. Kevin,
You hear me?
may I hear you now? Go ahead.
All right. Even when the guys them decide to come from England, brother, we have an association when a welcome people, brother. We association we don't do things good as an association. And we admit the truth, bro. When the man them come, we treat them like nothing. And since of
That's
lately,
true.
we start realize and do things a little better.
That's
Back then,
true.
we were
That's true, Kevin. You can't go over. That's true.
Gunners
You can't.
pass.
Bless up.
Bless
CC
up,
and the
bless up.
whole CC and the whole team. I want
Yeah,
thing, I
this is
want
the
thing, no, I want thing, no, I say I mute my mic. That thing about USA, I sell player, we develop and play football in England, sell them nothing. USA have nothing to sell, no player where England want, nothing. When it comes to football, I think NFL football or basketball or baseball and what talk about. This is
You
football.
come with
How
your
about say whole
foolishness,
life?
you know.
Me say no go so unless you can show up on paper, say proving, say yes, USA selling this. You think say take a man and pick up a man and fly him over this and can't go and game that can't sell him nothing to what England have to offer him. USA
Well,
have any
stop leading out on that, man. That's straight, man.
man a joke you make not no go so. No sell him nothing.
But
USA cannot sell. Me say when it comes to football, USA, United States of America, can't sell no player from over Germany, where
Right.
Germany want to play, or no player from over England, where England want to play. They
but
can't sell them nothing.
let me put it to you this way now, Gunners pass. What if them because look at this. Yes, we know say facilities, in terms of facilities, they're almost on par with everything else. England, Germany, wherever. But what if it's they must sell the dream of a World Cup? What about that?
Oh, you mean
You as a player, going
of winning a world? You mean of selling the dream
whether
of winning a World Cup? Of winning
whether
a World
whether
Cup?
whether of going to a World Cup, being a part of the squad, because you know if you're in
But
England or Germany, the squad harder to make Gunners boss. So if you
England,
have a player
England,
at 18 years old, let me just say this: if you have a player at 18 years old and say, "Hey, you're available to play for us," it's easier for you make the US team. We're gonna make sure that you're in the squad, and we make the World Cup, consistently a lot of times with you in the squad. That can then you take him now and say, "Hey, this is our nice stadium, this is our nice stadium, we have this training facility." I treat the player. That's selling the project to them. You understand? So we are selling something better
anything. Listen,
than
man.
what they have in England and
The kid,
Europe. But it is
the
still
kid,
a selling point.
the kid cannot make the England team based on the influx and the more talent
You
over
know
him.
what's in the national
He decide that I'm going to play for USA. Yeah, that's all it is because
So you say, I know USA
I
sell it
have
to
a
him.
better chance of playing for the USA right now than for England. I just like the youth them we are come at Jamaica. Are the same thing, are the same for the same. We don't have nothing to sell them. USA don't have nothing when it comes to football, brother. If I was
Right.
basketball, if I did basketball,
Right.
you could tell me something. If I was baseball, you could tell me
Right.
something. But to tell me say USA have nothing, MLS, USA don't have nothing to sell no young, ambitious
Right.
footballer who want to make it in the world. USA can sell that to Messi them and them where I come ride on the system because them done make it and them see a mill to make more. Cristiano Ronaldo, when me and Beckham and Messi and all those guys who are coming over when they washed and their career over. You can't have nothing to sell no young youth to come play for no national team or play no MLS team out. We have ambition to go world class in a football. That's
So
all
you
me I
say,
say.
it's only because they're not good enough to make the other team them. That's why they go come play for
Because
US.
any one of them where you see a left from them country I go a USA where USA pursue is the one them. Listen man, the top class football that we can make German team now come play for USA. All when them parents and mother and father born over Germany. Here. That me I tell you.
All right.
Where's the Kevin? I
Okay, so
agree with him,
Ghana,
Kevin.
I
Me don't
want
say
to take
Kevin
the
agree
other
with him.
side.
no, me disagree with that. Because the truth is, US has had quality player who could play in other countries and them still play for US. Bro, the point that
Name
I'm
them,
making,
name them, name
and
them, not name
right
them.
in
Christian
some,
Pulisic.
I agree in
Christian
some
Pulisic
ways.
American done. He
I
might have
agree
come
in
from
But is
some,
he
that
might
I
have
place
agree,
come
the
from
other
a
country?
I
country
agree
he
in
born
some
in.
ways with him. When him talk about the players them like Bolligan say US are the best fit for him because him the way down the pecking order in England. And that's a
Exactly.
smart choice. And it's the
Exactly.
same. The only difference with we as and him, when I say him have a good point. True him attack this up. The only difference with we is because when the man them come here, we treat them like dirt, brother. Understand me? I say,
I'm tell you my
But
problem though. Me no, but what I know, I'm
oh
tell you
go
me no
ahead.
like. Me understand this need. Say yes, we want quality players to come here and play, brother. But me don't know. I don't understand this thing when man feel. Some people want us to kiss the people in foot bottom. Like, yes, master. Oh, yes, sir. What you say, sire? What do you want, sire? Here's a plate of food, sir.
See,
Brother.
you talk
Yeah.
about kiss foot bottom.
CC,
What
who
you talk
said that,
about
But
CC?
CC?
at that,
Who
but at
said
that
that?
not the case, brother. That's
Who
how it
said that,
sound.
CC?
That is how it sound.
Who
What
But
you
said
talk
that,
what
about
we are
kiss
treating
foot
CC?
like
bottom?
dirt. Let me show you. Hold
I
on.
know you're gonna
Cut
start
your
up
Hold
on
on.
chat,
us, boss.
brother.
I
The
mean,
man
you
needs to
couldn't
Hold on. I'm
relax.
gonna put
disagree
this.
with you.
I'm gonna put this good.
Somebody needs to
Said that,
Let me
manage
CC.
put
this.
this right. Jamaica culture, Jamaica football is like this. Just like similar to like how me I do, similar like to
CC,
yeah do
which
anything.
culture
Hold on.
Jamaica have? Which culture we have? Which culture fuckery? Excuse my language.
Brother, listen to what me I say, Kevin. I
Bro,
am
what you
saying
talking
no,
nonsense
brother.
you talk, brother?
When a man I go say
Nonsense.
man treat, hold on. If me get up and say, boy, you're not good like whisper. Does that mean I'm treating you like that?
Bro, you well I know what me I talk about. You well I know what me I talk about. So stop
No,
talk
when me
foolishness.
I try to say, look at you,
We are
watch on
talk
my
to, we
boss.
are talk about Kevin. Sometimes make one man talk and when him done talk,
Yeah, but
I know
what me I
my
say,
man.
Gunners
Please.
boss is that I think a lot of persons want the players them to be treated like king, brother. Everybody is the same for the same, bro. The same way me I go treat you from where I play Jamaica Premier League. I same way me I treat you where I play English Premier League. So if you feel like you go forward and get a different type of treatment, just stay where you're there.
Explain different type of treatment, please.
Yeah. Then a different type of treatment. If me go fly out in a helicopter, like you
Find
say,
a good training
fly you
facility.
out in a
With,
helicopter, wine
no, no,
and dine
no,
you.
no, no, no one said that. Come on, bro. You got all over the place, man.
My
You got
CC
all over the
just
place,
a
bro.
chat and chat nonsense, brother. CC a
CC,
chat
no
and chat
one said that
nonsense.
Jamaica should do that. That's
All
the
right.
no one said that Jamaica should do that, bro.
No,
Come
but
on,
I'm
man.
well, we are
But
talking, we are
but
saying,
can you
yo,
hear me?
Oh,
True,
I was no, that was between US. No, 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 no. Come on, CC, man. Come
true,
on, CC. No
true.
one said that's nobody not implied that, man. Come on, man. Come on
all
now,
right.
man.
So do you think the player who plays the EPL should be treated better than the player who plays MLS?
Why you say that though?
I'm asking a question.
No.
I think they should be treated the same.
No,
But
but me I tell you say,
the level, if we
But
still we
CC,
want to fly.
you
Sorry, go
can't
ahead, Gunners,
compare.
boss.
You cannot compare club, club football with World Cup football. Club football have millions and millions and billions of dollars to spend by billionaire owners. World Cup football and national football in a majority of the countries don't have that kind of money, so we cannot compare
Yeah.
the two.
Yes,
that is
that's true.
that God has boss. That is why I say to you, when a man that play Premier League and him come and country, if you understand, say, it's not the same luxuries when him have him Premier League side. Him a go have him country because in
Okay,
country now.
CC, I think I know where you're going. So this is my point, CC, right? What the
So
man
so
them
so
asked for
CC.
is
So the
basic
man
stuff.
if he come play and play
Hold
without
on,
proper
Kevin.
physiotherapy and all of them things, right?
It's basic
No,
stuff.
And a man
no,
no
no,
no make me talk, cause you talk. You
no,
talk
CC,
and talk rubbish.
no.
Make me talk.
hold on,
Make me
CC.
talk, cause you chat and chat rubbish. Make me
No,
talk.
I'm if
Hold
chat and
on,
chat rubbish,
CC.
but you go talk rubbish now. I
No,
never said the money enough to come
CC.
on and play
Hold
with no
on, CC.
physiotherapy.
What the man them asked
Yo,
for is
hear me I say no.
basic stuff.
On this note,
Basic
gentlemen,
stuff.
Boy, me
So,
look, I
me
never
have
know say
the rubbish
argue no argue. Me
physiotherapy.
think say the man them a reason
no,
out
no,
of
I
it.
can't
No
No,
go
but
talk
reason,
about
look
man.
what
reason.
me say, oh man, I go
Mash,
say, me
mash
say,
out like
we are
a
talk without
fight fest, man. I no
physiotherapy.
fight fest. Make one man reason and the next man
All right,
counter away man.
hold on,
So please,
let me
man.
clarify, because I don't want certain lies to be told on me, so let me just make some things clear.
2 minutes off, CC. Me
Yeah,
never
so,
get up on the clock. Two
yeah, so
minutes.
let me make things clear. The things that are required for you to have something there, effective performance should be in place. However, nothing should be like every single player that plays for the team should be receiving the same level of treatment. Therefore, physiotherapists, if you need a physiotherapist, it should be for all of the players. Not for one man, or not for 5 man, or not for 2 man. It should be for all of the players. They need proper jerseys, all of the players. Everything that you is required for you to put on an effective performance should be there for all of the players. When it comes down to special treatment, that is what I'm talking about. Unlike when you die a club, maybe there is different treatment for the ball away the superstar versus the ball away him just a squad player. I don't know. But I'm saying when you come onto the country, when you come here, so There's no special treatment for no baller, irrespective of the league that you're playing. Because, unlike some country, especially Jamaica, we won't have the luxury of having all of our players playing at the same level in a
All
league. For
right.
example, if you should say England, all of England players
Your
come
2
from.
minutes up, CC. Your 2 minutes up.
2
Next.
minutes up.
Mute your
Yeah, man.
mic
The
for the
clock
next
go on.
time.
Kevin, your
Kevin,
time.
respond, Kevin. Kevin, respond.
All right, CC, I put it to you, sir. Right? While I agree that everybody should get the fair treatment, you have to remember that you are bringing players from professional setup. Do you realize that some of the equipment that we get was when Bobby Reed and those guys coming in, when them bring certain equipment coming in at the team, when them come, when clubs send them own physiotherapy and certain equipment.
Kevin, say it again, Kevin. Kevin, say it one more time, please. Look like it gone.
In meantime,
Kevin,
if I
you
give
get.
him a fight.
Yeah, man. Go
Gunners
chip in
boss,
until they come back.
in 2 minutes,
Go
not
chip in
only
until
at
they
the
come back.
air. When I ring it bell.
Mama,
They go chip in until they come back. CC.
That's all me I said to CC.
You,
So
you
when
Yeah.
chip
you
out.
talk,
You chip out,
Kevin,
Kevin.
Kevin, you make a valid point, bro. You make a great point,
Zin,
right? CC, did you notice the rest of the man that bring down them stuff come down?
bro, hear me I say no.
But in some
Certain things
level,
we not
you not
forget.
misconstrue.
We not really want to go in a certain thing. We could change from this.
Right,
No,
hold
No,
but
on.
make
you not.
CC finish
I
up,
want
man.
to
Make
finish this.
CC
I want to
finish
finish
up,
this.
man. Me like the
CC.
discussion.
So if a player, like I remember, right, Michael Antonio have a serious injury, right? And he asked to bring his own physiotherapy. The club are pay a fee, right? That's not special treatment. He's bringing his own physiotherapy and the
No,
JFF a pay a fee.
but you know, so me now until they say, "Uno just now get to me and say, no, bro. All right, put it. Me say me keep on and say the thing. Say, what go for one? All right. So if you say you
You
want to bring
say,
your own,
I want to get special physiotherapy. So I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
but then me not say it. I said it. If you all right, you say Michael Antonio want to bring him own physiotherapy.
Yeah,
Him a go
Mr.
pay for
Club
him.
are pay a fee
Hold
because
on,
I'm
him
a
a go pay for
serious
him own
injury.
physiotherapist. Is that special treatment by JFF?
No.
All right. So let me ask you then. So did I say that? What did I say?
You
But
said
don't
get
but
your
don't but
own
don't in the
physiotherapy.
past we have first to reject it, don't it?
No, but they're not. But
Yeah,
they
yeah,
not.
don't in the past we have first to reject it and say
All
man
right.
them go on them want special treatment.
So what?
Yo, my
Hold
youth.
on.
Yo,
Hold
yo,
on.
CC,
Hold
you know
on.
someone
Hold
for
on.
going more
Hold
time,
on.
my
And
youth.
me say, the Jamaica Football Federation should not treat any player in terms of what they are providing for each player, special than no other player in terms of what they are providing. If a player comes to the fort with his own, for example, just like if you a company thing and you say, boy, the JFF I say, for the 23 player, we only buy business class ticket for the 23 player. And me, I say, me can't travel business class. And me at the JFF, and I say, yo, the baller say, me can't travel business class. And I say, here I go and baller, business class, me buy for everybody, you know. So me can't buy a business class, me can't afford to give you. Because a business class, everybody get. If me give you first class, everyone have to get first class. And I cannot afford it. Therefore, if you
CC,
want,
CC, if you say you book a man business class and you go book him straight from England to Jamaica, that is different. But when you go send a man from England to in the US before him come to Jamaica on a business class, of every that utter foolishness.
all right, me feel like we're not going to really understand what me I say. And everything is going to be misconstrued.
You
So
not
I'm
go
going to leave it
understand
at this.
because you put things.
No, but the
Yeah,
thing
I'm
is
going
this,
to
you
leave
know,
the
Kevin.
conversation alone.
The thing is,
Okay,
you know,
your
Kevin.
time, guys, man. Go ahead.
I one thing me know say in our region and the less underdeveloped countries, there is not enough money to spend on football and sports per se. So we have to understand that the game is not everything, resources and everything, infrastructure and everything get more expensive than back in my days. So now it is more. It's not. I tell you, all we can do is go and fix the blame, because there's not many solutions to fixing football around here, It takes money and dedication, and we neither have dedicated people 100. We might have a few people dedicated, because we now go say Mr. Speed them and them man have love and dedication for the football. All who involve, respect to them. But this
All who you
costs
can
money.
go boss a true you talk, yes,
This
but some
thing
of
costs
them
a
sport.
lot of money. And Miss me been typing it all over the place, but people don't want to accept it. Say, back in the late 70s to up to 98 to 1990 to 92, there was a lot of money involved in football because there was other way for people to make the money. If you look on the state them, Jamaica, Brazil, what you call it, Colombia, and all of them Trinidad and all of them places there were involved inside of the football. It wasn't money from FIFA and all of them people there. It was the way how the money of the envelope and the bag them a pass around and people can say, all right, this way. But from some other people involved in the thing and the money now come through the back door like how it used to come through all those money, including a lot of illicit funds based on say, man, they made have a whole heap of ears to
Gunners, boss.
Caribbean. And the whole of those Caribbean money from
Yeah.
them years trip, when them lock them down, them have to turn them in a housing scheme, plazas and football field and all kind of thing are involved in it. That's how come we have all Portmorant United and down a Reno and all them things there. Because money that run through the thing, but them the money not there no more. So
So the reason why the team now get certain treatment is because money no in the football.
No money in the football.
I can't agree with that still,
You
but
can't invest across the nation in the football and attract people to come. Nobody can't now come because nothing there for them. So we have to just work with what we have right now and just go and pray and argue and talk about it and get heated over it. My 2 minutes up, me out, give somebody else the mic,
so Bob Sports just
Ring the
land
bell.
on the airstrip. Bob
Big up
Sports.
Rob Sport. Yeah.
Yeah, we are dealing with. We're having a heated discussion here about player treatment. Some people saying that, you know, we look like we are worshiping the overseas players and that, you know, when they come, they get special treatment. Some are saying that all players should be treated the same. And we're trying to kind of come to agreement of what we call special treatment. You know, so this is what we're there right now. You know, but Gunners boss put forward a point that the money in the sport, that's why we can, you know, step up the level of how we treat the players them some of the time. But I don't necessarily agree with that sentiment about the money. I think that the money is there. It's just that
no.
the priority is not put on the players who are the products, I think.
You know, say I go off on a tangent about that money thing, you know. Me did kind
Okay.
of skip. I skip that part about that thing with special treatment. It's
Okay.
one Jamaica national team, and one reggae boy team. So everybody supposed to be treated equally. There's no supposed to be no special treatment. If a man say, boy, I may have my money, you know, I may want to fly for my private jet, come my game, you know, come represent for Jamaica. You know, that's very patriotic. Fly 2 fans and 2 more players with you when you come in, we can't afford it. We would have liked to come.
Yeah.
So that's how
But
it comes.
CC,
And
you have
that
to
is
give an
where you do.
example of special treatment. That's a real example of special treatment.
All right, so you want me to give an
Exactly.
example
So
of
give
a
Bam
special?
Sports now. Go for Lego that now.
Because,
Give Bam
Come on.
Sports that now.
hold on there. Because if a man say, I have my personal therapist and I want to bring my therapist and my expense, I don't think the JFF should have anything to do with that. As long as that man therapist or masseur is certified and allowed to do that. You understand? If as long as FIFA regulate, him not violate FIFA regulation, wait to cause the team any problem. You understand what I say? But that
Right.
is not special treatment. That is a man choose to do it how he want to do it. It's just like say after curfew, you come for a match, curfew or whatever. Although I don't understand how you put professional grown-up people in a curfew. But say for instance, the team say, we want to gather at the Pegasus by 11:30. So everybody for there. All right then. Everybody there. If a man say, listen me, I have my money, I'm in a want to sleep in the hotel, me I go pay my room, I'm going to get the next room upstairs up on the same floor somewhere in a Pegasus. It's okay. Me don't see a problem with that. Neither, because it a cost him. As long as it not him not cost the JFF extra burden, it's not supposed to be a problem to me. Fair enough. That's all me I gonna say on that. Because
Yeah.
before we go, when LeBron James them go, them not sleep in our Olympic Village. Them have them money, so them allowed to get them allowed that privilege based on the fact that them have them money. The little younger players them now when they have the money and can't afford the expensive luxury hotel in France or Dubai. Them go sleep in our Olympic Village or
Bing, bing, bling, bing, 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 bing.
out.
All right, CC. Kevin, we are taking example and see what we want to reach somewhere, you know. So go through CC.
I think Gunners boss just gave the example, like just like if you go went to all right, me say a player, as I said before, was coming down and the player wanted first class ticket. And you gave one player first class ticket. Basically, I set a tone if you end up give all players first class tickets and probably suppose you can't afford it. We understand the thing about straight flight. So my thing about it is that we're talking about if you give one player, if you're giving one player straight flight, every player forgets straight flight. It may be certain areas where them live, them can get straight flight, but as least amount of connection as possible, if not no connection. You understand? So that is what me I talk about. When me I say everybody should get the same treatment and not necessarily a special treatment. However, if you want, so that is my example.
You answer a question, you know, you said depends on where they might fly from. Maybe that person that get that special flight, fly from somewhere different. Did you know that?
No, I
Anyway,
never
Bronx,
said
go
anybody.
ahead,
Hold
Bronx.
on, Germany. I never said anybody's getting special treatment. I am saying it should not. Special treatment should not happen. I'm removing the thing where people like sometimes people say, "Oh, this a player forget this or that the player forget that," and I'm like, no. If you're flying from certain places and there's not one flight to come to where you should be, then may I say if you know say as least amount of connections as possible. Or if you can get, you understand what I say? So that is what I'm saying. But me I say overall,
We
if
still have a Bram Sport now. Bram Sport.
yeah,
Well, come in.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, on the conversation, you know, I mean, me not quite know the dynamics of travel. For the player, them will leave from different places, but I mean, I think the JFS them policy is to provide business class, and if you travel over a particular period or length of time, then them give you no. I think them to them provide premium economy, and if you travel for an extended period, they get business class. So I mean, I've heard of instances where players upgrade from business to first class or whatever at them own expense, or them have some arrangement with the JFF where allows that they can get them flight upgraded or get them room upgraded or whatever it is. I mean, I don't see too much of a problem with that. I mean, in recent times when the players go for tournaments and stuff, I think the JFF get a chartered flight, so I think that kind of eliminate that whole issue. But I mean, if we have 20 players coming from England or America and some are come from Dubai, both of them come from Russia, whatever, I think it can be very financially difficult to give all them first class. So, and I mean, you don't want to pick and choose. So, I guess, the standard where the approach them have with them say, this are the standard for everybody. And if a person want to upgrade for them, when them can upgrade, I don't think nothing wrong with that. Given that they will not be able to afford a higher standard. So,
Okay.
What about the me go say what about raising the standard? But you don't you already say
maybe them can't
you don't
afford
think
it.
them
I
can
mean,
afford it. Yeah, you already
as it
said that.
relates as it relates to the Olympics now, and where him say about LeBron, because even the last Olympics, Australia did stay in the village. We
Yeah.
stayed in our own hotel, and I think that was
Them pay
probably
for
part
the
of the reason why them
She
be
could
locked
go
her
back
out.
in. Yeah.
Whatever, yeah. So, but I think the Olympic village is different because I mean in track and field in Olympic sports, by and large, it's more individualistic. You get me? I say.
Yeah.
So athletes have their own coaches, they have their own regime. So it's not like a team thing where say you're a footballist or whatever. But I mean, every organization have them different do's and don'ts. So maybe the US NBA, maybe the US the basketball federation afford players who want to sleep for Olympic Village or players who don't want to sleep for the village, and them have them arrangement to say, yo, regardless of where you sleep, we train X time and we meet up and we do stuff. So I mean, I think it comes down to but I mean, I guess one of the reasons why if you have a football team and go like a Gold Cup or World Cup qualifier, you would want all the players them in a one place because it builds chemistry and you have more. It's more organized that way. But
Yeah.
I mean, I would say if I'm a player who come to play to Jamaica and them book hotel at Pegasus and them say yo double room and me come and me say yo me can get my own room at the same Pegasus. I mean, I don't suppose there might be an issue with that. I don't think the federation did say no, you have to sit in the room here. I mean, because I've heard where players have always had the option to upgrade them room. It's just that you know say your federation can't afford to upgrade a room for you. So if you want, yeah, by all means, they can upgrade the room. I don't see a problem with that still.
Yeah. But my thing was this. I think that the players are just have to be, that's, they are professional, right? Somebody pick them up at the airport, came to them hotel room. They know when the time to eat, when the time to go out, train them, have a vehicle ready for them. That's not, that kind of stuff, Just treat them like
Yeah, but I think by
professional.
and large, the JFF provide that when them come. I mean,
I'm
I've
not saying
always
that they
seen them get picked up at airports or
yeah. I'm
whatever.
not saying that they don't. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying that's what the player should be asking for. The professional. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
the truth is, the federation will never be able to treat the players them the same way or them club treat them. That's the next thing. So if them have the expectation, so when them come, they will get the same treatment to them because them club. It's not. But I understand that them expect it to be like a good standard. But
Yeah.
similar to them club might not be possible.
Yes, and I think most of these guys, them accept that, right? It's not gonna be easy and rosy. That's why I see the man them come and the man them carry them equipment if they don't have it. They don't come and carry this equipment, right? And the man them like uh, Bobby Reed and these guys. They know what to expect, right? And the man them coming in here, you know what I mean? Here, for the entire, entirety of it, right? But we have to respect these guys. But um, I'm not quite sure exactly what CC is saying that some players need special treatment, but at the end of the day, we can move on from that. Islam, we still talking about the under safety that we get real on. How
I
long
think
they
we
got
probably
it?
cover most side, but if Bob Sports have the career cap
Yes.
on them, we can go ahead, man. You weren't here.
Yeah, the under 17 team, I think they had a pretty, I mean, I would say an okay first game. They won by 3 goals to 1. It would have been better if they got a clean sheet. Because I think ultimately going to come down to Jamaica and El Salvador. So I would think they want to go into that game with an advantage. I mean, El Salvador won their first game 8-0, I think. So it really puts us on the back foot. And then we have a tricky scenario now because the Cayman game, we have like 4 players that were yellow carded in the first game.
Jeez.
So if they get a yellow card in the Cayman game, they have to miss the El Salvador game. So it's a little tricky now. And
Yeah.
I think what will come into test now is the depth of the squad. So it's a situation where you probably rest these players and play other players against Cayman, knowing you can
Uh-huh.
handle them and win, and then just go for the win against El Salvador, and if you beat them, you qualify. Or
Yeah.
you play a strongest team and try to score out a goals on Cayman, coming off a 8-0 defeat, and then in El Salvador game, you probably try and get a draw and go through on goal difference. So it's a tricky scenario that the team is in right
Which one
now.
would you do, perhaps? Which one would you take if you're in this scenario at this moment? What would you do?
Ultimately, I go always want to win all your games. I think that's the surest way. But I think after, based on how the Cayman game turn out on Wednesday, then the team can have a plan as to, you know,
No,
what's the
if I
next course
was
of
that
action.
coach, right, I would bench the players that get on yellow card, right? And put in some other player because I think they should still have team with players that can play in that position against a Cayman team. I'm not really underestimating Cayman, right? But I would take these guys out just a con, right? And put them back into the El Salvador game. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Still, I think the depth of the squad is gonna be tested for this one. So yeah, definitely gonna be an interesting one. I hope young reggae boys can qualify though. I think the last time we went to U17 World Cup was in 2011.
Yeah, man. Jesus
Quite a
Christ.
few of those players probably retire from football now. So yeah, it will be a
But
good
will I play
time.
same way, man?
Well, yeah, I mean, Albus Paul is playing, I think, Romario Williams, but I mean, players like Omar Owens hasn't played, Patrick Palmer, Richard Trench is now a coach. A lot of those players are probably not playing now. I think
Yeah.
Benboy is still playing. Benboy is back at Portmore, he's playing. Andre Lewis is playing in the USL. Well, in the USL 1, Romario Williams is in the USL 2.
Was Speedy on
Um,
that team? I know. Was Speedy on
Speedy?
that team? Or no?
No, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no.
He came after or before?
He came after, I think, or maybe before, but he wasn't on that team though.
He wasn't on that team.
No, I think Jason Wright is still playing in the Premier League, and there was this player from England. I think his name is Giovanni Brown. He's playing for Leicester City, I think, in League
Okay.
2 or League 1 or something like that. So, yeah, it will be a good opportunity for them now. I think they have been preparing for a long time, more than a year now. So, it'll be good at the end of all that preparation and investment that them get some just reward. I actually think this format is a lot more easier than time gone by, because it's just a straight group format. And 48 teams at the World Cup now, so can compete like 8 spots or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good opportunity for them to make a step.
And boy, we need this in Abraham. We need good for Ireland. It be good for some
Yeah,
of these.
football needs some good news now as well. So we have a good opportunity, I think, for the players. Hopefully, they can.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just a little
man.
bit worried about. I'm just a little bit worried about the cards, but outside of that, we have a good quality team, some good players.
Honest with you, Bram Sport, if we cannot beat a Cayman's team, and with respect to Cayman, if you cannot beat that Cayman team by more than 6 goals, right? I'm putting it at 6. I mean,
I think they should win. I just don't know about the scoreline, but I think they should win. Scoreline is the part
did
when
you
I
watch the
really.
first game yesterday?
Yes, I did, and I watched the highlights as well. I
So
thought
you
they were
didn't watch the
wasteful.
game then? They were wasteful.
I thought they were really wasteful. If we were converting chances, probably could have won that game by about 6 or 7. Hey, and interestingly enough, the player that scored for St Lucia is at Mount Pleasant,
That's what we talked about that today. We come down to the more present in there. No? So it's
Yeah, more Pleasant have like,
I heard
I think they
11
have
or
like
12.
about 8 or 10 players in this U17 World Cup qualifiers, CONCACAF, Because they have 2 players that are 3 at 2 players at Haiti, them are 3 in Jamaica, 1 at St Lucia, I think they have a player at Barbados. So yeah, them
You just touched on something. I'm gonna go look at these groups. I'm gonna look at these players and look at this group because if they're supposed to make it and I'm have players from Mount Pleasant, and take 3 or 4 country go and I'm have players from Mount Pleasant. You don't go out to Mount Pleasant, That's what I'm gonna look back on that and look at if and look at the group there. Wow.
Yeah, man, I'm sure they have close to 10 players in the qualifiers.
Is that? God. Yo, but I love to know which other team because I've done right now with the research because this would be good for Mount Pleasant. If some of these guys actually make it to the World Cup, it'd be really good for them.
Yeah.
Good for the
It'll be really good for them.
Eh?
Yeah, it'll be good for them and good for the JPL as well.
Yes. Really good. So I'm gonna check out that look for the squad that will be done and see what these players. Wow, this is something good, man. This is something we need to work on more. And if them academy actually get to the World Cup, maybe players some other country go want come to. From start I get to look from countries that start. Yeah, that's a good thing too. Very good thing, man. I mean, so Felix must have probably 1 or 2 in night too. Is that the last topic from why the last topic was local players. Are they ready?
Or the streams are quiet.
Every day I'm everybody there. I want to there.
Bam
Gonna see that.
sport. Bam sport.
I'm out there here, man. We are listening to Bam Sports a while ago.
Yeah, man. So Kevin, we're on the final topic. You say a local player develop. Gunners, what's your take on the local players game the other day?
I mean, we come away with we win both games. No, we win one and we draw one, so we come away with we come away victorious from that 2 games. So if it's a point system, we come away with 4 points. You can't beat that.
All right. Now, what is your take on the local players? What are your take on them?
I mean, them need to play ball. That's all I can say. Them need to play ball and get more exposure and play ball and develop them talent. I mean, I think that's supposed to happen through the national team neither. Only way that I got happen through the national team, you know, we said this the other day, you know, and we never get to continue it because we kind of get busy. But the only way to get a youth, have a cohesive unit, a youth that play football on Jamaica side to represent the national team. The coach have to get involved with those players. Or, say if the coach now get involved then. So with the people, because people are going to say me want the coach to live at Jamaica, the coach youth and them thing and develop players. That is not the national coach duty. The national coach duty is to go out in Jamaica and the diaspora and find the best 23 man to play. Him scout them to go do that the job. They are going to look on the player them. All of the youth them will play for the local team with the 2 man them cannot play for the national team. We agree with that. We have to get a big team. We have to play in the senior team. So it's up to the coach how we must scout these guys, get them in camp with the youth them from over the diaspora to come and get them involved. The Leon Dailies and whoever come when the time is right and get everybody involved and get them in a training camp, because I don't see coming to Jamaica, you know, travel from wherever you come from and come to Jamaica to come practice for 2 and 3 days after meeting and go play a game, you know. That now gonna make it, you know, you're not going nowhere, you know, because you're not develop no chemistry, not even good chemistry, you know, that the 2 or 3 or a couple of training sessions there, you know. So the football, if you look on all of the logistics and everything, Virgin, at the end of the day, you know, it's like say everywhere you're looking up. It's a crossroad, you know, but all 4 entrance block when you go down there, you know, so you're coming back at the same spot, you know, as some see the footballer go, you know, I am not hopeful or optimistic about the future of the football in Jamaica right now, because the people them now come together, private sectors and the people them were supposed to get the sports going, not coming together and putting their money and thing in there to push the sports.
You always advocating right for local players, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But we want the best player, no matter where they come from, Jamaica, local, whatever, right?
Exactly.
What I'm saying to you right now, what I saw the last couple of games, these players are not ready. They're not. And it's not their fault. The system
you did not expect all 23 of them to ready, right? You expect
no one is saying that.
1 or 2. If we get 1 or 2 or 3 then maximum out of that 23 we put out here the other day. That's good enough. Anything we get out there, but me not think say everybody where we go just that bad that we can't even find. Me not think the coach intention is to pick 23 players to represent the world, to put in front of the world to play for out of Jamaica. Just out of the Jamaica Premier League. So therefore, me expect a few players, the better ones, them forget them chance.
But I'm just saying though, right? Gunners, right? I expect a little bit more, right? So this going back to the play with them where advocate for local players, right? And I would backside that, man. Right? Well, I love to see one or two
snore. I
local.
would have fall asleep and a snore. I see.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Y'all niggas be snoring on the chat. Somebody drop asleep and a snore. You know you hear it.
Yeah, I would have. But to be fair, Gunners, right? It's not the players' them fault, right? But what I saw in those two games was disastrous, right? I did see a glimpse of one or two players, right? And the coach and them, and the JFF, they need to hold these camp more often, right? I would not really blame the players, right? 2 days if it trade, if it give them this and give them that, it's not going to work, right? And the people then were asked for your all-star, for your all-Jamaican team, to go play this World Cup qualifier. Don't do that. Use the best team available. Use the best team available, right? I'm just saying it's not the players' fault. The system is failing them. And it failed them big time.
Travis, so I say, I don't know. I mean, anytime we bring up this topic, Travis, sound like, I don't know, him always have the same point. Nobody is saying we only want this and we only want that. Germany used the right words a while ago. We want the best players. You understand? I mean, I think if you have no problem with that.
So you tell me say that set of players are gonna play the other day. We come back, we win one game, 1-1 and draw 1-1. We can't even find one or two players out of that to put in a national team. I'm just asking the question.
You better cap it at 1 and 2 because there's no more of them. That is ready.
That's all me say. Then that's all the coach. You think that the coach never have no plan to take the whole of them or even 10 of them. The coach say me gonna look and see. We can find a few guys. A few guys. Let me see to suit the local fans' appetite. I'm gonna see who I can get out of what's left here. I whisper them and them gone already, you know. Them are still national, but them not in Jamaica no more. So let's look at who in the JPL and see who we can pull out of this. Which is right. I don't have no problem with it. So if I even one man get a shine out there, it is a stepping stone forward. Somebody else will come later on. Hope say him go up there when him get him chance, him go shine out there where the coach can consistently cap him and make sure and get himself up to the next level.
Because this is something where people need to resonate from. It's not the national team to develop players. People need to understand. The national team, the National Association right to give you guidance, right? And it's not their job to develop players. And that's very important for people, for the fans, and know that. You understand? Very important. But that's a good point to bring up.
You can't go develop big man to come play football, man. You know?
But Gunners boss always say that still, you know. He always saying that because we see when they exposed to a system, whether in the Europe or in the Americas, you see it and you know it, brother. So you can't say it all the while, which is true.
Right.
I mean, here somebody on a program has said that too. When you have a player and you see the player if you go develop on the national team, bro, you're the and joke thing I wanted on the national team too.
And what I know, how much you have to look at how much game the national team play per year, brother. I mean, I say you need a national academy, you know, but the national academy is people don't understand. The national academy is not for the senior team players, you know, for young players, you know. National academy are for young players, you know, you players, you know, where you try to develop to get scholarship to go overseas and go develop them talent wherever them can go, you know, and push them out of the local national academy into some bigger academy across the world. Not a place where them are going to stay and live. It's just a place to develop them and push them forward.
Right. And I think too much of the players, them, especially when you play locally in the clubs, think about the national team too much. You're supposed to think about contract and your future and them things, bro.
Yeah, man,
Stop worrying about the national team.
That me I tell you, that I said earlier on, you know, the national players supposed to, these men supposed to have some national pride and know to say, brethren, we have a form a unity amongst us, the national team. You know?
Oh, so my 2 minutes now?
We have a respect.
Give peace, God, boss. Give peace.
You sleep and wake up in the jam.
Man, I just a long time I leave the mic quiet for about a minute or so. I'm not see nobody.
Yeah, quiet for a while. Why gonna start, man?
Run it. Yeah,
Right,
man.
people.
Yeah, man. So when
Right,
me I
man.
say, when me I say right now, brother, you throw me off. You get quiet, man. You just throw me off, man. Yeah, they are sipping and smoking. You throw me off. Travis, you burn a hard fire down in there. You know. Travis, me I know you hypocrite, Travis. We're good.
Jesus
You don't know.
Christ.
Yeah, man. Me
Travis,
agree with Travis. We can't have the Diaspora playing our national team. We have to have even two local.
my
The
God.
people them
Travis,
now
where
come
have you
out.
been hiding? Travis,
Hey,
where you been hiding? Jesus God is here. My
hey,
God.
the people are not coming out to watch players from the diaspora. The diaspora people cannot fill the stadium. The people them want to see little whisper and little youth them from over and my little youth them from over Jungle Dixon and them youth. Them want to see them youth they run leather, brother. Like I saw it go. When you see a team of players when nobody no really know like that, the local people them now come out. So I bet you okay, if I say you go play, just play the people them from the diaspora and the diaspora where them come from and make them get, because I saw when people are called say national stadium now full, the national stadium now full. It was known as the office and the office never emptied, always over full back in the days. It's because we'd have a mixture of players. So the
Yeah, they have
national
players
coach,
like T-Bongo Davis to go watch.
yeah, man. The whole of Jamaica come when Walter Boy dey for the national team, and if he not even a run out, you know. We see him, you know, and them man there, you know. So we have to get back to that. The whole of West Kingston and the whole of Jamaica come when Wiley Boo them dey for the team. The people them
But you have
want
to
to
make
see them
sure
with them.
say you have
Them
to
want
make
to see
sure
the
say
youth.
Gunners boss the youth them develop right. And that
Yeah,
Travis
well,
not understand. And that Travis not understand.
watch out now. At the end of the day, we're not getting the best and the brightest from anywhere else. So we have to work on our team them.
So my
And you
boy
see,
they ask a
it's a
question, which
problem.
players get developed by the national team? That more
None.
than like to know.
All right, none. None, because that is not national team problem. National team problem, I have to go look for the best baller them, as I say, and bring them into the fold. Scout, that's why you have scout. And the coach go over there and they all over the place where me say, him there and him say, one little man there all the way down in a one little nook and cranny down so when nobody don't know. And him have some Jamaican linkage and him a kick some ball. Real and I go on with the thing. You go down, they go look for him and you send a man go down, they go look for him. Yeah, you say, all right then, yeah, that you can't come in that team because of him. And I say you do it, you now go out and look for third or fourth rate player for bringing the team. If I start the standard, I see him standard, we have a Jamaica. So if we now go get the best of the best, what we can get to give us a chance, why we are going to forget now? Even the next problem with me having now, and this is going to rob a lot of people different, you know. But listen this and then we are going to level the mic. It is not right for people bringing in youth. Me not have my youth America or England. I send him go to Jamaica talk about me. I send him go develop for play for under 17 team. The only way I do that unless he can't play for under 17 in England and America. The youth team have the local development of our local youths. That's what the youth teams are for. Yeah, if you have your youth and you live in America and you want him to develop, send him over Craig Butler place or send him over Mr. Speed place or over them place. They are going to pay them to do it. Not at the expense of Jamaican taxpayers.
Okay, okay, Gunners boss. They're gonna run this by you, Gunners.
That's what me the Gunners boss are going to separate. Because you know, me don't believe that.
They're gonna run this by you, Gunners, right? And tell me the difference, right? Me born and grow up Jamaica, right? Right? I mean, I have 3 boys. Me I care about 3 boys. Them see that go to Jamaica from ever since I'm my 6 months, right? Struggle about them see, you know, I'm playing. But they spend the whole summer down there, right? My 4-year-old, 5-year-old, right? Left them with my mother. She come up, them still go back every year, stay with my granny and my auntie, right? They spend the whole summer every year for 15 years straight. Bam, they love Jamaica, right? They got pen years with them, right? They put on the Jamaica shirt and the Jamaica flag. But they never do it, and they do it by themselves, you know, right? They raise up and say, go Jamaica, go Usain Bolt, and they go on, right? I saw myself, you know, I said, Daddy, I want to play for Jamaica. What did I ever tell him that? Gunners boss don't want to go play for Jamaica. Who is you? Anyone to tell my son he does have the right to play for Jamaica? What Gunners boss? What me I carry him for right? Since for 15 years straight, I spent money Can't go down there. And as a theme life, if we love Jamaica, I want to play for the country. Who is you and anybody to tell my son say he can't play for Jamaica because he's not born there?
Hey,
Who
about
gives you the right?
about a knife me use and chop down a little tree the way you plant and think you plant one big old fig tree. No, I hear this now. Hear this now. Let me tell you something now. I hear this loud and clear right now. You see, if your son where you talk about is that talented, he won't even get the chance to think about Jamaica if he go there every year as with the American. As an American.
That's a false narrative, Gunners Boss. That's a false narrative.
Well,
Better you say people with it. Better you say people with a run back at him, you know. Better you say people with a run back at him, you know. But that's a false narrative, man.
You will name one. Or in the history of all of the sports what we do at Jamaica. Name one. I can name many Jamaicans who even born at Jamaica and who them parents are American who come here and excel in many sports so we could have played and then end up playing for America. Then never go back to Jamaica go play. They not even go back or visit more every time more than now them go do vacation. That's all me I go tell you.
Listen,
No.
Colonel Charles, you know your granddaughter. Colonel Charles' granddaughter, right? We play for the national team, right? She born over here, right? And she go back 7. Well, I'm going to name 2 more persons, right? His granddaughter, right, was one that go back every year and they finally play for the national team, right? Brianna Williams, her mother was bringing her to Jamaica since she had a baby, right? And when she had 14, she decided to represent Anchor Island. When enough American coaches that dragged behind her, even her family, at last said, no, don't run for Jamaica. Choose America and you get more money. No, we never that cry, said, right, so little girls, right? Gunners Boss, your narrative is foolishness, right?
Exactly.
We taking her to Jamaica since
And that's why I'm come on for talk.
Right?
Yeah,
This man a share him opinion, but him not talk like him care about the country. Yeah, tell me about back in the days Walter Boyd, and Walter Boyd not achieved nothing in his football career. Where the little you them can look up to and say, yo, that man win this or that man achieve that. Him a tell people now him story about the mistake when he make playing the sport. Right now. So when you come now and be arrogant and talk about people come for watch this and people come for watch that, you not make sense, my boss. May I be honest? What kind of standard we have set for the national team? What kind of standard we have set for the national team? We have said make Dixon play for full stadium. The country, we have to educate the country too. And the fans.
Here where the standard where you're setting is none. Because you're not encouraging football in Jamaica when you don't care no what they speaking to them from foreign go up pack up in our team and not you in Jamaica so much. They can't play a foreign and nobody not see them. No come talk, no come don't get bright. I what this and can't play and nobody not see them. In a Jamaica team.
So Brandon Williams couldn't make US team. Brandon Williams couldn't make USA team.
Not going to Jamaica.
Answer the question.
So Brandon Williams at 14 couldn't make USA team.
All of them will come at Jamaica. 2 people reject them. Then can't.
No, they give you Brandon Williams. What a superstar. The USA after that fight for guitar. Thank you. Come on, Gunners Boss. We'll give you a big example right now.
Are the people them were born have them pick the born America where England
You know, make sense. Big man, they just attack ignorant. You're not making sense because the players we have right here. If the players right here were so good, why them still a play the league over and over in Jamaica where the league now they wait today? Them still a try get the league at a certain place with all the facility. You know, make sense. No matter what you say, no matter what you say, you know, make sense. No matter what you say, no, make sense.
Jamaica, I've never played one ball for Jamaica. Ian Wright, father, a big man, boss.
And at Jamaica you live right now, though. Jamaica, you live right now. Answer my question. Where you live now? Okay, yeah, man. No, it don't matter. It don't matter. Yeah, man. No.
That not happen. It's not personal about me. We're talking about football, so don't make it personal, brother.
No, you are making it personal when you compare the people about five, but you know good. Or the people in the good. You're not talking logic. Yeah, make sense, big man. Yeah, make sense, big man. You can't get under my skin, you know. That's the truth me gonna talk, you know. The truth they right in front of me, me gonna talk. Me not live in a denial like you.
But Gunners boss, listen,
You
listen what
know,
I
God,
say.
truth, me say,
Gunners
Uganda
boss,
people enough not to go
Gunners
to
boss.
Jamaica to play. Nobody where them picnic. Nobody where them good picnic, where good athletic picnic and send them come to Jamaica come play nothing.
That's not true. That's not true. You
Why
know
you
why?
calling
You
people
know
for
why?
me?
Wanna stop
Well,
fooling
give me a
yourself,
second.
youths and all.
Give me a second. You know why they could have done that and Brandon Williams could have choose that? Because Jamaica have a legacy in a track and field, boss man. So when I choose USA or Jamaica, she want to choose where she
Him just
grew up.
want justify madness
You
to prove a
understand?
point right now.
You
I
understand,
mean, I
Gunners
tell
boss?
him to
They have a legacy
me
in
live at
track and field.
Jamaica. The football now they are the standard it wait there now with the world are going in the world. But it gonna take time. We now come go like have the finished product. You tell me about 98 and team that.
You just
But
contradict
remember, I said,
yourself and agree
So
with me just
when me
now.
this say to
You see,
you,
you
what
just
Gunners,
did
come
I
back
say
and
to
agree
you?
with
When
me
me
now.
come on come
You
talk
at,
and say to you?
you see, you attack. You see, you just come back and agree with me and a fine style like
Oh,
your
me
things.
come agree. What me agree
Yeah,
with you
because
with?
you just say Jamaica not have nothing for half of them, so they not send them pick the down there if they ain't good enough to play. Yeah, that you
Did
say.
me say that?
Laugh
Did I
at
say
that.
Did
that
you
to you?
Brandon Williams?
Did I say that to you? Did I say that to you?
You just no, you just said that, dude. You're talking too much that you
Me
don't
tell
even
you,
know
say Jamaica, the players
what
them
you're
at
talking about.
Jamaica me a talk about. Say when I reach at the standard to what take place in the world.
The
You
people
a
them at
talk about
Jamaica,
make
the
them
people
they
them
make
at
them come in,
Jamaica,
warrant them for coming at the
the
team, and I
people
talk
them,
about the people them a come
the,
out for say
dude.
my man down a jungle. I'm mad this they
All of that,
attack. Them not
all of that.
educated, them not love
I
football.
know.
Them
Let
care
me tell
about
you what
football, them
people go
understand
out now.
football. Mad
People
this they
go,
attack.
people
Mad this
go,
they attack.
people go out to watch their national team and watch their national players, not a bunch of renegades, sir.
You should have
What they
stayed at
doing, man?
Jamaica like how you're a patriot and everything good. You should have done what you did now.
Gunners boss.
You know me keep it real, you know. I me attack when me see, you know. Me
You
not
not
attack
No,
keep
for
it
but
real,
fight
you
Gunners
and
are
stuff.
try
boss.
to
But
Me
fake.
not
Gunners
You don't
boss.
know
attack.
If
what
you
you
keep
do.
it real,
Not
Me
if
even
you
just say,
keep it
let me
real.
just say,
not
All
even
right, Gunners boss.
diplomatic you be. Me don't even know where you be right now.
But
yeah,
Gunners
man.
boss,
And
hear me out now. Hear me out, Gunners
you
boss.
see, you have your views and I have my views, you know. You fantasize,
No,
you live in this
you not enough
fantasy, say,
views. You not enough vision.
you are
You not
saying
enough vision.
we
Cause
are
views
going
have
to
to do with
get,
what you
what
can
is the
see. You
vision?
not
What
enough
is the
vision.
vision? You think the vision play football, a reality play
No,
football.
a
So
blind man play
go on
football.
dream, go
Cause
on
that
dream,
you think.
go on dream.
You don't
Yo,
know
yeah,
what
what
you
But
think.
you
Gunners
Dream
boss.
about football and I see the reality of it. And I wake up and smell this coffee. Hear
But
that?
Gunners boss, hear me I say no Gunners boss.
doing? What
Yes,
this?
sir.
You know, respond to me, no Gunners boss. I said, right? Speak about Brianna Williams. When you go back to that, right? Me tell you so we have a legacy in a track and field. That's why she could have choose, say, all right, at 14 years old, she tell her people say she want, play for Jamaica, run for Jamaica. And she was a world beater. You know, talk like Brianna Williams are running a race and I come last. World
How
beater,
much?
the
How much? How
fastest
much? How much? How much?
female
How much?
under
How much?
one
Okay.
second, one second, one second, no, one second. No.
That's what the
The
man talking
fa-
about and then you come in.
yeah, the fastest girl under 17 years old until one
Under
year
14.
when one
Under
of the twins.
14
Wait,
in
no,
the
wait, no.
country.
Until wait, not in the country, in the world until my girl, one of the twin come broke our record. A world beater, so you make it look like say a scrub can represent the country, boss man. Yeah, so
Why
people
not?
when I want. And the girl they have big old Nike contract.
Cause you just said
Yeah.
it, right? How old is the history of track and field in Jamaica?
Our track and field history is
We
very,
going
very
off
long.
what you said, Gunners.
Hold
You
on,
said
man.
anybody who left from
Hold on.
America come to
I
Jamaica
won't ever
and
tell you
reject.
over 100 years of track and field history. One name you call to me, so that is okay.
There's
Yes.
more.
You what?
Gunners,
You
you
what?
said
You what?
more,
You
Gunners.
what? Okay.
You said you can't do
I
nobody,
will
right?
chop out. Let
I
me
will show
chop
you
out.
step back.
No man, you what? Brianna Williams is every Jamaican people where go America go have picnic and them
Correct.
good and them very talented at sports and them come back come represent Jamaica, and that is why our football and everything we do other than track and field is so great. Thank you very much for telling me that.
No, but Gunners
Hold on.
boss, you make a point
Gunners,
that people
the
will get
point I was
rejected.
trying to make, right? Her mother was bringing her ever since she was a baby, right? Her mother bring her back several times, right? Her mother bring her back to tracks, right? And at 14, Nike wanted her. The U.S. track and field wanted her. And little girl against her mom wish, choose Jamaica. That mom said she want to run for Jamaica. When you apply people of foreign picnic reject, right? and then worthless. And we have more anxiety can give you. Bro, you're wrong, this man. You're wrong. Look at all the people that picking a reject, man. Come on, man. That's disrespectful, man.
Dude,
Gunners boss, your response.
hear this. I don't call people pick the reject in life. They are rejected from the national team in their country at whatever age they are because they are not good enough. So they have their parents feel let down. So they're
Right, you
forcing
write that
them
down and I
on
read it.
our
Right,
national
you write that
team.
down and I read it. I
If you
explain it.
notice, 90% of the people them we are called for them people for Alpha, we are under 14, under 15, under 16 team for foreign people come represent, you know. I people them where they are foreign, where they are Jamaica, where they are foreign, you know. Where them picking them and them friend picking them
Since
make them
sure,
a foreign, you know.
since you're sure about the team and Jamaica local, if you can name me level starting 11 from Jamaica, we
So
can
hold
take
on.
us to the next World Cup.
If,
Right
since
now,
I can name
name it.
none, but hear the truth about it. Make we just done with the football and them thing that Jamaican and
We
West
want to
Indies.
talk
Bring
about
Brianna
badminton.
Williams, them a bring all
Badminton,
of
they
the
want to
Brianna
come back.
Williams, them
Me
a,
know no
all
badminton
and
they come
you know
on
what,
for
just
talk
bring
about.
all the Brianna
No
Williams
no
and
badminton or table tennis they did come on for talk about, man.
you know, man, bring all the Brianna Williams and all the Shakira Richardson and all the top players, the top athletes from the United States and the diaspora who are connected to us that are so great and so better than us. And let us win all the medal. And just forget about Jamaica and make the people, make the youth them go on the street car and go rub out them and mingle and drink special and do them thing. Wanna just leave them alone then. One go tell them say and try to tell them parents say, try to help your youth go to the next level. And when him try to reach to the next level, you know, still I condemn them. I destroy the future of the Jamaican youth, them and turn them into criminal and I come talk about me.
My
Well,
God,
no,
of
youth them when they have
mercy.
pick them born in America, they have better opportunity. Why me I send them to Jamaica? But take a space from a youth we don't have that opportunity.
And so you see it. But
This
things
is
say a
more than
modern time
football.
now. A
This is
modern
more
time.
than let me
A
just tell
modern
you,
time. That's how you see it.
let me drop my mic now. This is more
Nobody
than
say that
football
now
to
for play
me.
upon emotions now, man. But take
It is
nah send
personal.
nobody. You
Of
think
course
I
it is
say it go?
personal.
It's the country big. And that's why them call it diaspora. One to you. In Africa na big.
They no
And have
talk
much.
about
No,
local
but
and foreign player,
we
brother.
Can't tell
already
me
know.
about.
I already know Gunners boss mindset, you know. He want to bust you to their Jamaica still, and
Yeah, it's
and
them a
and
food thing, and them a
yeah,
food thing.
man, yeah,
And we
man.
not have to win the World Cup, and we not have to achieve no type
Man,
of as
friend
long as the
travel.
youth them a
But we
play
will
ball.
never. But we will never win a World Cup. We're not even come up. We in a few lifetime and the next 10 million lifetime from now we now
You don't
come up
know
with a
that,
World Cup.
man.
But
You don't know where I got,
and
man.
just fantasize and what
Then
do.
if you,
And I think, hey, the only way we are gonna get to World Cup
so
unless we
if we're
start,
not gonna win a World Cup, if you not
getting
see
huge.
the team aspiring to win nothing at all, then
Well,
yeah,
the
so
only
you're
way,
good. You're
hey,
second
you
for
see,
less.
in
You're
the
not a
future,
standard.
not
You tell me say a quantity over quality then.
they not pay quantity they all over. We have quantity and we have pick quantity the same way.
Why, Gunners? We don't know what to say, big man. But, brother, you're
What?
delusional as hell,
Continue living a
right?
denial for please the massive man.
I no denial, I only live in a denial because you not see the reality.
I can't live in a denial. I tell you the thing straightforward.
If me I go ask
I
you
be
something now.
Did
straightforward.
you watch the game the other day, Gunners? Were you impressed with that?
Me don't see no, but me ask you something. Who here gone to a high school and a university and graduated?
Jesus Christ.
Huh?
But Wally Powie.
CC.
CC asleep.
CC the funny, but he not coming yet. He might try connect.
When we are talking about that, man.
No, man. Me have a reason, man, because I'm going to show you something now. Listen now.
Jesus
You see, when you go up a UA or over UTech, and you go the chemistry class and you graduate, or you see a little youth, or you see a little man will come from over Winnipeg, as Sir P. Big up yourself, the legendary Sir P. would have said. As Sir P. would have said, a man from down Winnipeg or from down Zungu province come take your little job. And take your little job where you gone as college for how much year gone do. Tell me how you feel about that. And you know, say, a man gonna tell you, say, oh, you're not qualified. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this, man. What we need to do is now is focus more upon with local band youth them and get them in. You see, the problem is we're going to a foreign and we're picking up undeveloped player for bring part for we undeveloped program already and do nothing for
Undeveloped?
local players. So we are
Undeveloped?
discouraging them. We don't talk.
Undeveloped? Where you get that from?
See,
Who
you have
telling them
something to
from there?
say?
I'm not blaming the JFF for development of player. So me
No,
blame all of
I'm
the
not
schools.
JFF for blame. Blame Captain
all of the
Bakery.
schools. Me
Blame
blame
Captain Bakery.
people them. Me blame the people
Because
them.
we are blame.
Hold on
We
now.
are
Me blame
blame.
them. Me no must have to
A
blame you
Captain
after me
Bakery for
not do nothing
blame.
other than the point
One
YouTube
who for
attack. Me
blame.
not even buy
And
a
don't blame
ball, you
parish
know.
president and don't blame the club owners.
Most of now buy a ball
Don't
and
blame the
gear youth for
government.
kick. Enough man. The
Blame
government doesn't
Captain
know.
Bro,
Bakery,
you see,
KFC
that's
and
what
Burger
I want.
King.
Do you know what? Do you know what my
Hospital.
organization do?
Eh?
Do you know what my organization do? Do you know what we been doing the last 2 years after Jamaican football? Do
I
you know
don't
what
think
we been
me don't
doing? Do you know what Isla been
me don't
doing?
know who me attack to. If you say who me attack to, me can tell you say yes or
No,
no.
do you know what this organization done?
Oh, me know
Do you
say
know
no
what we
man.
been
Me
doing?
not attack. Hey, watch out now. The reggae boy organization, right? Done for fans and at the game. Have you been doing anything in the local
That's the
communities for
point.
the
You
event?
don't
Hold
know
up, no man.
what
Let
we
me
been
answer the
doing.
question. Shut them up, man. Let me ask you a question if I double up, man.
No, you
One
can't do that, man.
Kyle or whoever it is.
You're not gonna pass the place
It
today.
is you are doing a
You
great
can't do
job
that. Yo,
for the
you
promotion
realize the
of the
attack?
football, you know.
You realize the attack and nobody not disrespect you? We don't
But me
share your
not disrespect
opinion.
nobody. Me not
But you
disrespect
tell the man for shut him mouth.
who did
Yeah,
I
but
say that to? I did not
pass
say
the
that,
place,
son.
man.
When did I say that? I said hold up, let me finish. Me never said that, dude.
Whoa, you translate it. I want you to translate, shut your mouth to that.
Me never said that. Me not even know if me
My
say
ears
how me
not
fi say.
good
Me
then.
and the man have a decent conversation. So how me figure say shut your mouth? Him never say nothing
Keep
disrespectful
going.
to me.
All right,
Hey,
keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
yeah, man, you just cutting on me thing and show me off. I mean, and the man that have a good little discussion together. Me ask the man who
All
him
right.
is. Me ask the man if a Kyle or Dubbo. Maybe you never hear what me say.
Oh no.
And I was
No.
saying this organization. So me don't know how shut your mouth come in. When me I said me I give this organization them praise, but and I ask the man a question. Have you done other than doing for the fun and promoting the games when the games are and what you do in the stadium and all these things? Have you been doing anything to see the development of football in the local areas and things across Jamaica like we used to do back in the days and the men used to do back in the days?
So I'm gonna say this to you. Yes.
We who?
Let me answer him. First, you said that the overseas them not spend a dollar, right? Well, we personally going in our own pocket. Kim on the phone going in our pocket, and if they are Jamaica, is going in our pocket. We go in our pocket and come up with hundreds of thousands of dollars the last 2 years, right? And we can't really say some of the stuff that we ought to do, but we're gonna do some grassroots stuff at Jamaica where we have put stuff that is school, right? Beyond going to the game, right? We have some stuff that come out, right? It's just more than that. But we
Yes,
really
Travis,
can't
we are
right now.
lookalikes. We are lookalikes, Travis. Sorry for cut you. We are lookalikes.
Yeah.
So make sure you hit the like button on your way out.
So Gunners, we have some big stuff going. And we put our money. Isa put him own blood, sweat, and tears money. I do my own blood, sweat, and tears money. Many people in this group, right? So let's see all those guys. They own blood, sweat, and tears money, right? Kima Hunter, the way you see attack. Kima put him own money, right? But the question you asked, we cannot. I don't want to go into too much. Because something that we are doing, but we can't say it out yet. But yes, we plan to go beyond that, right?
I know you
And
put your money too. Gunners boss. I know you put your money.
Oh, no man, me tell you something. Me have a school at Jamaica when me do me call myself a booster. When I can afford it, I make sure I hook up that make sure that school get them like a pittance towards nutrition and what they can do and buy a couple of balls for the school. Me no go to no school at Jamaica. Me a runaway kid. Me a street raised me. Me no go to no school, but I rate some people and I'm a friend them and them I do a thing and me support what them I do and me help out when I can, when me have it. When I go boast and beat up my chest and say me spend thousands of dollars on nothing. Me no have
All
the
if you
thousands
do
of
it, all
dollars
if you
to
do it,
spend.
me not have a problem as long as they contribute.
Okay.
I something good here, I don't want to gun here by give people. You understand? You contribute.
Remember say me
I
a
something
old
good.
school, you know. Byron Earl and Belly Dias, them and Big Head.
All of them man, they look like them pass off where you call. Me no know.
Those are my friends.
Condolences.
Those are my friends. Coach Charlie Simit, both of them now. Belly they are foreign and such and such and such. Those are my friends. Those are my ideas. You understand me? So when me attack, me not really talk. Me just attack based on what I used to see back then and how the money used to be spent into the football in all these community. Run away Travis them come from all run of them little place. They were all over in a St. Thomas and them place there and everything. And there was no bickering and no fighting because there was
Me tell you
united.
this. Me tell you this, Mr.
United and
Gunners.
putting their
Mr.
money
Gunners,
together.
boss. You see, for the football, if the football are there at a level where them can actually compete against the USA, and maybe in the next 10 years, 6 years, 7 years or more. Compete. I mean, maybe not beat them all the while, but we give them a run. Like locally, you're gonna need more practice matches against quality opposition, and them are need for have a core and maybe 40 players also where them pull out and a train. And then the same formula for use for the youth. You have to have a youth system going up. The same formula for the under 14 them will win the CFU tournament. And also the same formula if this U17 team qualify for the World Cup. So we have start a cycle. Me not hear you talk about that. You just a tell me say, oh God, it a look away if you see man them a play. That's why you make it sound. See man them a play in the JPL and them can't play. Bro, the standard of where the man them a play, what they if another big coach you have to raise a bar, you know, when you do things, you know, you have to set standards, you know. And so people improve, you know. You understand? Train hard, fight easy. Most of the man them every time them go here, you say it cold, the place cold, them toe cramp up. Yeah, them have to come back. The food make them come back. All kind of thing make them come back. And this are them bread and butter. We
Bread and butter they
don't
want, my
want to
boss.
Hey, watch
we don't
out.
want to
I
the youth
want to
them. We don't want to the youth them a push Charlene
I
and
want to
wholesale after
my
them
bread
reach
butter
30.
brethren.
We
I
are
want
break the
to my
cycle.
I
We
want
not
to my brother.
demotivate the youngsters looking in and who are playing at the league for say, when we sell it, I say, all right, normally I'm grow from a grown and come up in as a youngster. I see the youth are starring at the league and him gone to Europe and that are the trademark.
Yo, me tell you something. Nobody will play international sports no cool. If you're going back and not true, you know meet for them standard. You hear? And not true, you know, if you're good enough, you're gonna stay. Me not care when nobody wanna say, brother. Them have something where them call them hot hands and them make but that company make all kind of thing. You stick so little pocket on your body and you warm like you warm for 8 hours. You have to sometimes as cool as out there you have to take off your certain your hoodie and certain thing or your jumper. How your body hot. You have the little hot thing them, you just put them in your socks and put them in your boots, brother, and your foot hot like fire sweat that a sweat. No come tell me nothing. No go so good
So
day
you
not
see
good
say
enough. So
It's
if
a
them
good
not
day,
good
no
enough,
good.
hold on no. So if them not good enough, that means to say they are not being developed properly from the local stage. You can't blame the player them, you have to blame the people them where the people them seen and unseen.
So how you diplomatic when you make reference, no?
How? You know me just say as in diplomatic how? What you want me to you want me call name?
No.
Okay, then how you feel say be diplomatic? Me say seen
Yeah,
and
be
unseen.
diplomatic. Straightforward. But anyways, my boy I say me disrespect you, but me never disrespect you.
No man, me not do that, you know. Me a 60-year-old brother, me not do that. Nobody can disrespect me.
No, I'm a big man too. Yeah, I'm a respect every elder, but we must can share different
Me just
opinions
talk
and in a cause
how me talk.
throw
Some
no
people
stone.
feel offended and me not feel offended
If me
nothing
see man
because
I
most
try
of
to
them
be
know.
disrespectful, the most me I gotta do a laugh or just
No man,
statement.
me not do
Come
that.
on.
Me not do that, man. Me not do that. A lot of people take me wrong, but I just so me talk. If me and my son are one reasoning, that's how we talk. Me not really.
Yes, I'm
Right,
here
so
30. I'm here 32.
me just me and sense
Couple
and
hours from now.
yeah pick me man. Just sit down man.
I birthday tomorrow. Where my
when
boss?
grown up talk, you sit down,
Yeah,
man.
man, I'm a birthday in the next 2 hours.
Yeah, me go
Why
up
you
and eat
young
food and I
man?
drink liquor.
Why
Be
you
great
young
and
man?
enjoy
But they
it, you
remember
know?
when we was 32.
Just continue, be great at 32. You have long way to go. You can't catch me back still. I run left, you know.
I'm
You
gonna catch
can't
a
tell
catch
I
a
him.
back.
run, me
You
run
can't
out
tell
and
him
You
run
say
know,
no
left,
catch
one
a
man.
catch
catch a
you.
back.
You run past me, I don't can't run no more.
But anyway, Mr. Gunners, boss. Me
Yeah.
know you follow the football. It maybe not the 24/7, but you know this year can be an important year for Jamaican football on a whole. Right? You know that.
Educate me now. Me not live in Jamaica, you know. We'll talk. But
Oh,
just follow
but
it
you
on
know, you
YouTube, you
can
know.
keep abreast even if you don't live in Jamaica.
No,
But as me I
as me
say,
say, these are the platform, you know, we get me back into the football, you know. So
mhm.
Mannings
and
man,
and and
Mannings
and would
man,
you
and these people, and military goon and all of them, man. They are,
would you
about
attest?
YouTube, me get back in a Jamaica football, you know. Over 20 years, me never have no interest in football, soccer on a whole, you know.
So you two make a gain back interest and draw a lot of attention back towards the football, right?
Yeah, I mean, it bring back me attention, yeah. So me
All right,
still,
and so YouTube is actually a good thing then and not a bad thing.
yeah, man. Mannings man,
And
the man,
from
when me start seeing Mannings man, a man tell me, no, come here, Mannings man used to always dep on the radio, you know, and go on it, you know. From them time, they when them big thing, they with Colin Kaepernick and them, they have all some serious discussion and thing, you know.
yeah, me learn enough Mannings, man. Nah,
So
go lie.
from the radio now, so when I'm a brethren, Southie, one day me and Mannings man, I go at it and things, so him call me and I said to me, what happened to you, Mannings man? Yeah, Mannings man. I said, no, man, it's just radio war, man. It's just radio feud, man. I'm good, man. So him, that's a Southie introduced me, say, go over YouTube, him have a podcast over the name I am sure sport. I'm a subscriber. The first podcast that when me YouTube that when me channel when me subscribe and in a Jamaica.
And that's what I know them from, you know. Because,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I know you from Man Fine Action. You know,
Mm-hmm.
from them time, the man is man. All of them over there, so Diego, New York. No, all of them, man. Me
Yeah,
always
man.
over.
I
Over,
guess
it's at my place, and occasionally me go over the dread.
over hits me there now, you know. Every
Yeah,
now, but
man.
it's too hard to get through, man. They gotta do
Yeah.
something about them phone lines over there. You can't get through over there.
And I say it's a big show, you know, over the dread and a big show, you know, so
Yeah.
you can get on for the dread show easy. And they come over eat ya. Yeah. See one of the lions just come on there, you know.
Oh.
See over there every day, you know.
Yeah,
Oh.
but as me I say, Mr. Gunners, so that year important year for us.
Yeah.
Important here, maybe we get some more players to add to the team. Maybe we could see a few JPL players leaving for Europe. Hopefully, them, yeah, I understand them stay focused and determined. You understand? And also, we can qualify for the this weekend. We can actually qualify for the under 17s, and we have the World Cup in December to qualify for the Senior Men's World Cup. And we have the Gold Cup. Hopefully, we can go all the way this time in the summer. Yeah, so no football, man.
Yeah, man.
Happy time. This year can be happy times for Jamaica in a football.
I want growth. I want growth for football in Jamaica. I want to see youth to
So
fly.
I just want everybody talk YouTube bring everybody together regardless, you know. Even look how long Chef is say my cut and him still in the comments and follow up grimy. So where YouTube though, you want left and can't leave it hot, cause you don't know what me gonna come with next. Nice,
Hey,
spicy.
me dep on the next game like a while. I watch the next game. Next I play just now, and the game. Me just come off of the game and I over YouTube. Me go and start search live and me running at this. I just said no. I think say you see YouTube now. This is the stream of the thing, you know.
Stream, I think for
You
true,
up on
man.
the stream, you can have 100 different live things and things you can watch and everything, you know. TV get boring and stressful now. See.
Grammy,
Yo, what go on?
see big
I'm
bad
a
gunners boss, you know.
Eh?
See
Brian,
big bad
Brian,
gunners boss, yeah.
Brian, family from long time.
One
Mm-hmm.
night time, my style.
Yeah, man, I went, you was on World Show, the man, right, Grammy?
No, sir.
Okay. I must say. Okay, somebody else.
Travis, come on, man. It's not that
When
serious,
there?
brother.
Me
It's
not
not
tell him.
that serious. You
Oh,
must say the
Him
last time
forward
we have
long
seen him
time, man.
over
Me not
here.
tell him to me dep on the
hey,
show and him
No blood,
forward,
no
man.
draw. No blood, no draw. Those opinions are share and
hey,
facts.
That
Travis,
Travis,
one
Travis,
thing you
jump
have to
on.
remember, say Travis,
Yo, hold
Travis
on, let
come
me
from
talk to
straight
him.
out the
Let me
heart,
talk to
wrestling,
him,
brother.
like him.
Man, that
Travis,
feel nothing, you know.
guy, me say forward on the line, forward.
What I say, you bring Travis up on the life.
You
Yeah, man,
can't make Travis come mash up the show, man.
no, man, nah, match up for sure.
The
I
show
get
go
in a,
good so far, man.
I
You
get
good as
good, man. We
Bass
just
Power
want to
and
hear him
Cam.
opinion, you know. We just want to hear him opinion on the
Show
game
about, yeah, the people, make
and
the
all
people
these
them hear
things.
the
Show about
Travis.
your
Show
foreign,
about hear the
Travis.
Travis. Press
Travis
it,
a
press it,
move
yeah.
weak.
Yeah, man, a long time. I mean, I'll show my face, though.
Travis a move weak.
Travis,
Brian, me a Rasta.
pull up Travis.
Say show about, Rasta show about Travis. Rasta say show about.
CC, happy birthday when you forward. You're 32 now, you could have been my son.
Yeah, watch it now, man.
See,
I saw
see,
you did bad if you did so bad.
come on,
One
see.
CC.
When
Good
CC
life
see
and
we,
blessing, yeah, my friend.
when CC see we, CC still have breast milk around him mouth. So
I
CC, what
tell
you
you,
there?
man.
Yo,
What you
Yo,
get there?
one thing when CC and me don't know how CC and unseen them drink, when they're ready, them talk some things more. Yeah, wonder what them a say from me and see. Yeah,
Hey, we
wonder
cannot, man.
I
You
wanna put
don't
on
say,
your
yo.
juice.
Hey,
Yo, them man in the like no we no ban a corner regional or
Yo, watch it,
Yo,
KPH, brother.
come on,
watch it.
about Travis
You know,
now.
you know when them shove the something up in your nose for testing for COVID. Yo, I'm like a that, like a sniff.
so CC.
Yo,
So where you do at Jamaica? Where you do at Jamaica for your birthday, my you?
yeah. So if you do, I don't Jamaica, I come from.
Man
So
say, what you
why
do?
I'm to Shorty? Why I'm to Shorty, man? Last year on your birthday, you was in Texas with Shorty. What happened,
Yo,
son?
yeah. How am this man?
What's
We have
popping,
put
man?
out the man business post. I wrong
Man, a
shot you when they are
program you
Texas
youth.
with.
Tell me you living home with
Listen,
them.
I see you see the part YouTube with them boss.
CC,
Listen, man.
A
But
Royal Palmer State. A
I don't
Royal
touch
Palmer
it.
State CC. Him think a
From
Royal
YouTube,
Palmer State
from my try
CC,
to tell you,
man.
say my YouTube persona is different from my persona, bro. So just leave it right there. Remember, CC don't get enough beating, no, me can't afford to say again. Remember, some my name I get dragged in the mud, and all of a sudden, with the two local commentary, and all of a sudden, people start drag my name all over the place.
Nail it to the
come on,
cross.
man. Come
Nail
on.
it to the cross. You walk around like Tizo.
Yeah, to them, if you clear my name. To them,
My
if
yacht.
you clear my name.
Hey, look, me here. How
You
we
know,
talking here today? I say you clear your name. Over.
pass the Guinness
I want to
again.
hear you. I make some sound
Pass
today.
the
But
Guinness again.
Oh, yeah.
CC, the people them say they don't pay $10 for watch your brother. But I know you. I use the analyst, and the commentator where you work with don't know nothing, I make your thing look bad, my youth. I'm a water down your thing.
CC drop some lyrics, man. CC. And he wheels his way through the midfield. Samuel Nazareth
And
style.
that was a surgical pass by Tyreek Maggie.
Yo,
Hey,
everything I be
big up
hey,
people, yo.
I be a
We have to
doctor
big up
out there, nerd. I be
we
a
have to
doctor,
big up
nerd.
we have to big up Talawa TV. She's all the way in England and she's still there. Like after
Crystal,
three England, I know. Big up
Big
Crystal,
up,
Talawa
big
TV.
up my sister.
Pantalawa.
Big up my
Big up
sister
yourself,
Crystal. Big up my
Talawa.
sister Crystal.
Yeah, no, watch out.
You know what?
Say I was going to use the one when the car Trimmingham scored 2 goals, you know.
I am scored them?
Yeah, man, I'm scored 2 goals.
They won goal.
Yeah, because I was going to say it seems like Trimmingham has fallen in love with this side of the field. I mean,
No. You know what you should have used? You should have make a doubles joke from it, guys. A double.
oh, the
I
doubles.
got to.
Should I make a double joke with that,
Yeah,
guys?
could have dropped it there to T-Bongo.
Oh,
As me
People,
say,
if you have not liked the show, please like it. We need 3 more likes to 50 likes, people. Come on.
yeah, man, as me say.
How much people them on the stream now?
We
No, as
got
me say still, as me say
23
still,
right now.
I said I share this opinion, and I think a lot of persons were kind of missing the point when I said when you look at our fullback areas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Today I was watching the Champions League,
And I'm not comparing players because I don't know that's the highest level in club football. But I watched Man City and Real Madrid play. Real Madrid,
Mm,
Real Madrid used two out and out defenders at the back
yeah.
because I think Chouameni is a midfielder and
Hmm.
Federico Valverde is a winger.
Yeah.
Yeah, is a winger slash midfielder as
Valverde
well.
and midfielder straight. Then just
Yeah,
put him out
midfielder.
wide some more time.
Yeah, but what happened is that today they played him in as an inverted right back, and Chouameni played at centre back basically. And so whenever change and I go, they're attacking. Valverde will come inside and or go outside to expand and create width, and then Camavinga will drop back from the midfield to go into a back three with Asensio, Ruben Asensio, and Ferland Mendy. I say this to say two of those players are not defenders, so they only have two defenders at the back. When Jamaica is playing, I noticed that when our team is playing, our fullbacks are effectively useless going forward. Like they're not providing any width. We're not getting much joy overlapping. They used to do it because when Lembikisa was on farm, we saw him come up and overlap and score. We saw Greg Lee score, but in a sense, in recent times, those are the areas that we have suffered the
But
most.
watch you know. Look here, CC. You see with the Real Madrid team, the two-person name when you call, them a good passer of the ball and good readers of the ball and tacklers already, even though them on a midfield defenders, right? So
But
basically,
they're doing it against Manchester City against Erling Haaland.
That for
but them
show
do
you the
it, but
levels
them,
when there.
yeah. So I don't think the level matter to Real Madrid. This is Real Madrid,
Yeah,
bro.
but I think
I
what me
remember
I
in
think highlight
it's
is
a
this thing.
Spanish team I used to possession and passing the ball. So
What
it
me
not
highlight though, Kimo, is that the US team did it to us with Anthony Robinson, where they were effectively using him as an inverted right back to basically break. It's like him come inside and it changed the shape of the game. So they tilted the field to like the left side, or tilted the field to our right side, where they were attacking our right back and creating overloads, and then changing the game and switching play to the left side where they could penetrate in getting behind the defense. So for me, I think say, oh, we have two players. We have two players in Jamaica that I see when we are watching a game the other day. Enough people are going to say they don't have the quality array, but I think they're young. The youth the name Ming and the youth the name Christopher H.
Irving.
Ming, man.
Irving.
Irving looks good defensively, but I think he still have some work going forward. But you see, Kyle Ming, who I saw playing centre back, I look at him and play right back, and his deliveries are not. His deliveries are decent. They have good deliveries going in terms of him deliveries in the box. And him also have the ability to overlap. And I see him is a steady defender because he already have experience playing centre back and him come out as a right back. Ian's worth as well. So my opinion is
So you know more ask what me to ask you, when was the last time you see like a full back or a right back or left back zipping a ball the right way, like with that quality? You ever see that in the Premier League in the JPL? Talk the truth.
what if he says zippy in a box? No, I'm telling you, the other day when the guys they were putting balls in the box, if they put some
Nobody can put ball in a box still. You
no,
understand?
meaning
Me could have go there and just
look
kick
at
a
it.
ball like going in a back. But
No,
we're talking about the quality how
Kimo,
them
Kimo, what me I try to say to you say is this.
threatening to goal. You know what I mean?
Kimo, I'm saying if the strikers that we had out there were better or did better and they did, Jamaica would have beaten Trinidad at least 3 goals clear. I'm telling you, and that was just half squares in the box, squares that were in the box. I'm telling you that Jamaica should have at least scored at least.
CC, my man them CC, my man them must start to have wild card, you know.
Me by watching the game, I saw deliveries that came in the box where players weren't getting on the end of it, and it was good deliveries that they should be getting the end of it and turn it in towards
Well,
goal.
me watch a league, you know, me watch a league. I watch match consistent for one day. Maybe me go there work, so I'm not gonna get for go the one Thursday. But the crosses them, I can't say me I think too highly of the man them because they're not there at the level. But me not gonna say them not do them homework still. But it's when you have bad practices and train a certain way, it's hard for you
All right,
get certain
Kimo. Me
things
tell you,
right.
what they say them two youth that me talk about. If you Ming, more you look for when Ming cross the ball, and more you look for when insert across the ball. Me not tell you about 10 or 15 man, Me I tell you about two players who me see had some dangerous delivery into the box. Some dangerous deliveries went into the box from them two players there. And the youth the name Daniel.
What do you think about what do you think about the deliveries from Kimani Arboin?
Brother, this one to be like it's a I don't want to say certain things but I just don't think yo Kimo, how can you tell me that you're playing football and you control a ball, right? And the ball is at knee level, and your reaction is to go down like a turtle and try to chase the ball. Only if you hands the ball and give you a free kick in a dangerous position. The man that control one ball.
He's a crowd favorite. He's a crowd favorite.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying the man that control one ball and
He has over what? 3 goals in the league this season so far.
Yeah, but
Most of them from outside of the box.
He depends on his age. He probably has been playing in the league for a while. After, like for example, when Tuffy did play in the league, Tuffy never start score a bag of goal till about him 10th season or 11th season. So sometimes if you're playing in one league for 10 years, at some point in time you're going to get
okay. So and he's 20 what 9? He's 29. So yes. I guess when he's 30 in his prime,
I was trying to say when he was young. I was saying when he was younger, he wasn't really displaying. Like I'm just simply saying to you that a man can be in our league.
But you see him getting better. You see him getting any better?
No, I'm not talking about getting better. You were saying him score 3 goals. So I'm saying that
over 3 goals. Over 3 goals, I say.
Over 3 goals. So I'm telling you that over 3 goals of them score is as a result of him being in the league for a period of time. Like, me not give it to say of equality. I don't
the fact that he snatched that goal that led us to draw the game.
He didn't score no goal. Look, he didn't score no. But at least he got the ball into a position where.
Are you looking forward to seeing him in the team this March?
No, no, sir. But
you think that would be fair of the player? You think that would be fair of the player?
Kimo, listen to me, I say Kimo. You're asking me about a player that I thought he was not a standout player in none of the games. He wasn't. So how am I supposed to insert a player who wasn't a standout player? I am talking about standout players. Bro, we did not find 23 standout players. I am talking about the standout player in Ainsworth, standout player in Kyle Ming, and those are areas that our team has been struggling in. And I'm thinking that if they even can be back up to who is starting on the team, I think they deserve an opportunity in the senior team.
So all right. Asule Makala. I think to be honest, I think I would give Asule Makala a chance in the national team.
All right, so may I set it?
For these two games in March. And I think it show that he's a what do you call it now? He's one of those players that will come up with a goal.
Let me tell you the players that I think some of that call for March. That I don't think some people would have come up with it. The players that I would look at Shaquan Satchwell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Christo J. Daly.
Christo Daly, where's that player from? Where is he playing?
He's from Jamaica. He's playing in Europe as well.
Okay. So before he went to Europe, where was he?
Harborview.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say Christo J. Daly, Shaquan Satchwell, right? Trivante Stewart, because Messi Trivante
But
has scored.
that would be like us going backwards though, because those persons should have been called initially for those two games. What was the reason for doing those two practice games or friendly games then? If you're gonna look past
All right,
those
so
players.
these players cannot be called during a non-FIFA window because they are players that are under club commitments. Therefore, their club are not releasing them. So there was no way they could be called in those two games against Trinidad.
Okay. But I'm talking about the fairness of it, you know. You understand?
No, the fairness of it is that it's going to be a FIFA window, and I'm telling you that the players that I'm talking about is who I would call in a FIFA window, which Ainsworth and Kyle Ming and Sule Makala, I would call those three players. Plus the players that I tell you about.
Okay, injured Calming and those players.
Yeah.
Along with the other persons from Europe that are playing at
Yes,
the higher level.
along with Chris Isaac Aiden, along with the Casey Palmers,
But
along with
what about? Because I'm not sure if you're keeping up with the other players. You have persons like Greg Lee who are playing day in day out. You have persons like Jonathan Russell who's playing consistently, the Deshaun Bernard of this world. You have players like Andre Gray, Daniel Johnson who is
no
playing
brother
also.
Andre Gray chapter close, my boss.
That means Sule chapter close as well. If
No man, Andre Gray
a
chapter
player,
close.
Andre Gray chapter cannot be closed, and he's playing at a higher level, and there's a person that is maybe 33, 34 playing in the JPL and still warrants a spot in the team. And and Andre Gray is still scoring and also getting assists and putting in good shift. So we have to get the stats right. And maybe because we're not educated about other players that are playing.
I'm not educated in terms of other players that are playing with what aspect. Andre Gray, we know Andre Gray is playing down at Istanbul. We know when we play for our team down in Istanbul. I didn't say he's not playing, but may I tell you, say the mileage we have. All right, put it like this. Yes, he has played at higher levels, but that is a benefit, and that is also can be something that is not a benefit. In the fact, say 33 for Andre Gray as opposed to 32. And I'm not pushing back on any player, you know. I'm just saying the mileage that he would have racked up at that level versus the mileage with Sule would have racked up. It's two different things. It's totally two different things. It's almost as if Sule probably would be fresher than Andre Gray in terms of the traveling Andre Gray would have done already. All of those things factor in your career when you reach a certain age. And Sule would have not gone through that. I'm not talking about say
I don't think that justify anything. So what you're telling me now,
how much game? All right, hold on, Kimo. Since I bring up Andre Gray,
Christie,
how much game Andre Gray has played this season?
he has been playing. He played a lot of
No,
games
I'm asking you how
from
much.
Plymouth.
He's not at
So
Plymouth.
far, I'm telling you, he was from. Remember, his one season and he got that transfer.
He's not at Plymouth, you know.
I know he's at Karagut. Karagut, the same team as Daniel Johnson.
But look on it like this. When me I bring up a player, say I mention a player in midfield, and you mention a forward, and me I tell you say, depending on the position that a player is playing, it's much more difficult for him to make the team vis-a-vis another player. It's easier for if me say Kyle Ming at right back, it is easier for Kyle Ming to make the right back than Andre Gray making forward because of the players that are in the forward lineup.
But how many forwards we have right now?
No, Kimo, just listen to me, you know. The players that are playing at forward, in terms of when you look at the players that are playing up front, it's much. They have Leon Bailey, you have Demarai Gray. All these guys are playing up front.
Those are wingers.
All right.
Number 9 want, and he's a number 9.
All right, so you would call Andre Gray. You would call Andre Gray. I wouldn't call Andre Gray. That's fine.
So which number 9 would you call?
I'm saying, let me not tell you Trivante Stewart.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. If he's called, I don't have a problem, to be honest.
But me I said my argument, I don't want it to be oh, you would call this player, but you not call that player, and this player is playing high level, that player not. We don't even know which level is Istanbul League. We don't even know.
You should find out. It's like the championship.
No, brother, not every league in Europe, because it in Europe is some big league. A 50th country in Europe, or probably more. But anyway, I am thinking about a Christopher Ainsworth who is 19 years old, and I'm mentioning a couple other players. I think we should probably even carry Brendan Cover to come and play in the middle of the park.
And you would rest Makera Anderson this time around.
Possibly and give Cover the opportunity.
Okay, fair enough.
So, because as I said before, remember, to me, some people think this game is important, and I think it is important as well. But this game, if I don't see a Shaka and Satchel, if I don't see a Brendan Cover, if I don't see a Christo J. Daly, if I don't see a Christopher Ainsworth, if I don't see a Kyle Ming in this game, when will we see them? When the thing gets serious, when the thing gets more serious, and we don't know what they can bring to the table in a competitive fixture, tell me, Issa, look at it like this. This game, West want to go to the CONCACAF Gold Cup. So we are going to make sure we blend the squad. But however, if we don't see these players, we don't trust them in a World Cup qualification, will you trust them in a World Cup qualification?
No. But the thing is this, and me feel so you are going to see some of them because generally from the years gone, enough I top ball of them not coming at this window here we are coming. You see me? They're not coming at that window here.
Precisely. So that's why I say even
so we know so we have to see a couple local players, a couple.
Brother, you see all the youth here, the people, even this youth here, another person was championing, Madasil. I think he's a youth. I don't know where he may not in process. He wouldn't be available for next month though. But I think he's a youth. Them are to explore the idea of getting him because in the forward areas, Michael Antonio is effectively probably out.
Because Who is that?
Madasil, I was saying, Madasil.
Oh, good player. He scored today.
So I'm saying if it is an option, like we cannot afford to have options out there and they don't have documentation. We must have options with documentation because in that specific area to Issa, I was looking to see if a forward from the JPL could step up, but none of them distinguished themselves. Shanil came on in the first game and showed that he had some quality, but then in the second game when he started, it was almost as if the movement got bigger than him. So for me, none of them distinguished themselves. So that's why I was looking to the defensive players.
I was expecting more from Calvin. Was rooting for him, but I guess next time around.
Yeah, but so this is what I say. I think what the players should take from it though is go back to the drawing board, go back to the Premier League, say to your coaches that coach, we need I just think that you need for sure the coach say, yo, this is what me want. Coach, I am here. I want to win. Yeah, I want to win. I want to win the trophy, as in the JPL and all of these things. But just like anybody that is in every career, people are trying to go to the highest level. So I want to go to the highest level. You get what I say? So we need to find, try to put emphasis on the coach where you're there at the club where you're there, so you can push forward and say, oh, these are the things that I want to work on.
Qualifying for the Under 17 World Cup is one. And also going to the Under 17 World Cup and having a few stars, because players can get signed from Under 17 World Cup. You know that. One that we can if we can find 2 to 3 to 4 one kid on that team, because normally in World Cups, youth World Cups,
all right,
some of the players.
I'll just ask a question: are we searching for immediate or long-term gratification? And this is the reason why I mentioned the guy like Ming and Ainsworth and Cover, Trivante Young as well. Like I mentioned certain players, and that's why I'm saying I want to mix. What I want, Crystal, is to mix immediate long-term gratification with immediate success. So for me, I think when you're carrying more experienced players like Andre Gray, Chemo would I suggest would be for immediate success. It doesn't mean because he had the experience and everything, but for long-term gratification, the guys like Ainsworth and those guys have to be coming through. And it's not like when he got the opportunity to play and was playing against Trinidad, it's not like he put a foot wrong. He did not. So for me, if a man I go come and say, oh, he's not at the level, but I'm going to say, what? All right, let me put it to you like this. These are the things that we can look at. Oh, what was his shape? What did he look like in terms of when how did he look going forward? He was technically sound. He controlled the ball. He never lost the ball. He never lost possession. He delivered quite a number of crosses. He was overlapping. He was defending. He kept the shape of the team. He gave Jamaica width in attack. So all of the things that you were expecting an attacking fullback, he was doing it. Yes, he's 19 years old, so his ceiling is up there. So for me, I'm looking to see some of those type of players come through. And if we're not looking at those players from now, it's like, what are we doing? And I think just like we can look at the Covers and all of these other guys, the two things aren't, whatever I say, mutually exclusive. Like, we have to understand that it is a blend with all of these things, and it's none of those other factors. Trivante Stewart has scored 7 goals so far in his league. Doesn't mean Shako and Satchwell was scoring a bag of goal down in the league that he went and play. And I think the one thing that is holding some of them back as well is some people won't admit it. Some people won't admit it. But if Shakwan scores the amount of goals that he's scoring in the league that he's playing, Issa and Chemo, and comes and play for Jamaica and score a couple goals for Jamaica, it propels him now into the international spotlight to people who would be in bigger clubs who would say, "Here what? Well, let us go and see this guy down at the league that he's playing in." You get the message, Issa? And then the more eyes go down there, then probably go watch him 3 or 4 games and see the effort, the work that he's putting in. Him score a couple of goals, and next thing you know, he's in the Belgian Pro League. Next thing you know, he's in Portuguese, or next thing you know, him in the Premier League or La Liga or Serie A or one of those top leagues. So this is what it can do. Enough people like to say we're not using the national team to sell players. It's not about selling players. But if a player is performing well in his club and you select that player to come, we're not using. If a player is performing well in his club and you use that player to come and represent the national team, and that player come and performs well for the national team, then people are going to go back and look at his performances at his club, and then between the performances at his club and for his country, they're going to combine it and say, we can take an opportunity on this young man, and then that player is going to get sold. It doesn't mean that it was because of the national team. It was a combination of the national team and his performances for his club. But sometimes people play at clubs that are not on the radar. They don't get much highlight. In order to watch, Chris Issa, much thing me have to go through for watch Crystal J Daily play. Me I search until I found a game on YouTube. I think on YouTube them stream it on. And I think I had to use VPN as well. So when imagine him come play for Jamaica and people can watch him and they don't have to use VPN. That's different, Remember, people were complaining the other night about the whole Jamaica game and stuff. It was because of VPN. VPN in our way caused it not for a lot of people not to get the opportunity to see it. So imagine a player like that coming to play for Jamaica. Him score 10 goals in our league, and then him come play for Jamaica, and because people buying persons will say, "Oh, Jamaica sell players," but we say no. If you look at his club stats, he was performing at his club. The difference is that when he plays for Jamaica, he gets a bigger highlight than when he plays for the club that he's at, because in order to watch him, people have to probably go through watching using VPN and all that, and some persons can't bother with that. So when he comes out of that now and go into leagues where people don't have to use VPN, like some of the top leagues in Europe, then that's when you will really get to see him and see his performances. So for me, we have to find a way to incorporate these players. And some of these players went to Europe, different places in Europe. I've heard people mention even Kenroy Campbell. I think people just don't understand that we have a lot of players who have gone to the smaller areas in Europe. Recently, I have a guy who went to Armenia. I think it's Romain, what his name? Romain Blake. He's gone to Armenia. So my thing about it is that persons have to understand that the players are there, and some of those players are some of the players that we should be trying to bring back, because we said we want those players to go out and get experience. We want them to come out of Jamaica, play at a higher level than what they're playing in the JPL. But when they go out and playing at those levels, we're no longer looking at them. It's almost as if they have been ostracized. That is just my opinion, Sometimes it seems that way because I haven't really heard anybody say Crystal J. And Crystal J plays almost every game for his club. And his club is basically a club that can play Champions League qualifiers.
Well, the guy by the name of what name? Kenroy Cameron. I would love to see him, to be honest. But I guess we have to save this conversation for another time. So I'm not sure if we're gonna be back for tomorrow or whenever. Hopefully we can be back for maybe
All I want to
Sunday.
tell you, Kimo, real quick. So often, I just say a while ago, right? These players, Kyle Paris and all of these players, right? And they go overseas. A few of them come back and get a look on them. And this is a good topic that we need to go through this conversation, this list. I'm going to write down a list of players that leave and see what they're doing. I will talk about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think that's what because right now, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and look at some players where I think that has gone out. Like Crystal J, I'm going to watch a few more of his games. I'm going to watch some, like I see if I can find where Shaka and Satchel games are as well. Watch some Shaka.
And you know what is important, Mr. Porter always implore it. We need more under 21 and our under 23 team also. So to see the growth and see how players are matriculate and thing and filter them in the team. You understand? So we can always at least have 3 or 4 quality players producing at the time. The same formula that is being used at the club level. We can't doing nothing and expect something. Really and truly. We can't be doing nothing and expecting
Like I said,
something.
the last thing that I'm going to say is this, right? When you come around to, like some people say, don't use the players for the qualifiers. If you don't use them for the qualifiers, for me, I would use them for the Gold Cup. And this is the reason why I would use them for the Gold Cup. I've seen USA done it time and again, where they did not use their strongest team, or their first.
But all right. This
But
is the
bro,
way
we
we're
don't
gonna
have the
this
depth
is the
like
way
you
we're
say
gonna do.
have.
You can't watch what USA do
No,
and say that
yeah, no, man. I'm
because
going to
those
show you something.
players, bro, those players, our formula will be a bit different from the USA.
No, it's the
You
formula.
understand?
Yeah, I
If the
understand.
USA had what we had, they would have do the right thing that would work and complement what we have. So
No,
the
but
US,
Chemo, my thing about it is not Chemo, because I just wanted to say the last thing I say. I don't if we don't use the players at some point in time, when are we going to use them? If we keep on hearing, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't do this, we can't, like, you have a certain players that we need to use. Signals Media did suggest that we need to use the player them at some point in time, because we don't what am I call it, say, we don't have the time to go say when we are going to insert them.
but guess what we have to do? We can't be blaming everything and we don't have the money, we don't have this, don't have. You can imagine we don't have this or we don't have that. So when we qualify for youth tournaments and say the World Cup now, we're gonna continue to say we don't have any money. What are we going to do? So we must always try to get a few practice games. So we always get practice game between Trinidad. Try to go to maybe Guyana this time and play a 2 practice games then. And yeah, try to go to maybe to go get a practice game or Dominica. You understand? Different challenge, different style, a
If you play
different
against Haiti, it has
mentality.
to be in a Miami because
You
of the war that's
understand?
going on there. Haiti use
Yeah.
Miami as them home ground. Or
So
will I get here to come to Trinidad?
because whether you like it or not, regardless of the results that you're seeing with the teams in the Caribbean, they are improving slowly but surely, and it's gonna be a matter of time. Or when I say time, maybe a 3 or 4 years, and you'll see the difference with how these teams are matriculating in football. You understand? But teams are going to improve quicker than some. So, I mean, everything take time, but we have a lot more at our disposal. So we just have to capitalize now and use what we have at our disposal. We know that we have Dick and Tom right now at our disposal to choose from, right? We
But
know what.
want to find Harry.
You understand? Yeah, but to be honest, Ken, right? This before I leave, you don't want to wait until Gold Cup, World Cup to see what these players have to offer. Some of the time, the stage can get to some of these players. But second right Campbell now would be called up for a game against Guyana. And he would be acquainted with the team and you know what it's like in and around the camp because that psychological thing plays a toll on players' mind. You understand? The football is not just going out there and playing, you know. The mental part is also important. Some of the time the player can do better, but the mental, you know. So I would love to see those guys in some friendly games and then see how they look after they put in some good performance and then bring them in at the important games like the Gold Cup, the Nations League, and the World Cup qualifiers. And the World Cup, if so.
All right, man, them. Time to sign off, you know. It was a good 3.5 hours.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
everybody for coming on. CC, Kimo, Gunners Bar, got Davis, Pirate T got everybody, you know. Bless up on yourself for come on. Crystal, Talawa TV, bless up yourself. Devon Porter, big up
Let's
yourself.
up sister.
One
Let's
Drift,
up sister Crystal. Every man come on. Let's
everybody
up
way over
respect to the
CC
man in the
Sports Lab.
comment section.
Big up on yourself on CC Sports Lab channel,
Yeah, man. Good
you
night,
know.
gentle people. Big up on
So
yourself.
thank everybody for passing through. On your way out, hit the like button. We want to get to 50 likes. Mr. Porter, hit the like button. One Drift, hit the like button. Marvelous, hit the like button before you go out.
Hit it up. Hit it
Please
up.
and thanks. Hit the like button before you go out, people. Hit the like button before you go out. We need the 50 likes. So on your way out, just hit the like button real quick before you go out. All right, Mr. Porter. Talawa, big up yourself.
Good night, gentlemen.
Who will
Big up
stay
on
out
yourself.
sick? Travis, hit the like button and don't bad mind the show. Everybody, hit the like button on your way out. Thank you guys for tuning in. You know what I mean? Signal Media, big up yourself. Texacan, big up yourself. 150 likes. All right, bless up yourself. CC. All this on my nose.
I'm out.
See you later. Big up yourself. Let me see what they are saying now. Our Mr. Ricky Trooper there. We run Mr. Ricky Trooper before me cut. I'm this. Please make another one.
2, 3.
Wheeling season Alan Pool, who's a Ricky Trooper, the legendary Songboy killer from Jamaica, and I support the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, and the marching band, the Magnificent Troopers, #1 marching band from Jamaica, and they will defeat, destroy, and mash up any band or anyone who try to test them for the field. Yeah, hear me? Yo, please tune into JFF Live to watch and support us. Yo, Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, #1. What am I talking about? Is that Jamaican ding-a-ling thing swing?